What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Man, it sounds like this thing's gonna explode on me. One second, guys. I'm sure you're here. Just give me a second. I gotta finish this. And how is everybody? Everybody doing good? What's up, Jeannie Smith? How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Where am I going here? Trying to think about something. Oh, here we go. Man, it's this my electrical box down here keeps making like sizzling sounds. I wonder. Smells like electrical burning too. That's not good. Man, I hope my doesn't catch on fire down here. Anyways, how is everybody? Hope you guys are having a good enjoyable day. Man, I keep forgetting. I bought a thing to block that light, and yet I haven't put it up yet because I've been out of town filming for all you lovely ladies and gentlemen in there. All right, Carol, see you in a little bit. LC, you gonna roll a blunt for me too? I hope so. Share the wealth. Is that not too? That's good enough. You guys can see me. You don't come here to see my face anyways. I'm just an ugly old man. So yeah. Anyways, sorry. Dealing with my scooter stuff. Man, it's kind of chilly. Hold on, let me do something more real quick. Let me turn on this other light, guys. It's chilly in my room. Y'all don't want me to freeze my ass off, do you? Oh, wait, that's right. I didn't get finished remodeling yet. I go to get my house all cleaned up, and I made more of a mess than I did getting it clean. You guys ever do that? Oh, I'm gonna turn the heat anyway. It's not turning on now. Well, that sucks. Oh well, I'm gonna have to be cold tonight. What's up, Gator Girl? Philip Cox, Nagasaki. CDC is talking about. Are you serious? The CDC is talking about zombies? No freaking way. No friggin' way. How was everybody's night other than that? Man, it smells like freaking. Maybe my house will burn down. No, Brownie. I got really good insurance. It's paid off. Get down, mamas. Trying to join the chat here, but it won't let me. I don't. This stuff is messing up on me lately. Everything's messing up on me lately. Part of life. All right, now I'm in the chat room up there. Now I can see what everybody's saying. You're filling a bowl for me, Philip. Oh, right on. Thank you. Heck yeah. Anyways, man, it's chilly, chilly, chilly. I watched a little bit of Floyd trial. What do you call it? Jury selection today. So what were they talking about that had to deal with zombies? I'm curious now. Where'd all the rest of the... Oh, let me go to live chat. That's why I'm not seeing all the chat. So what are they saying, Nagasaki? Explain. Oh, let me look it up. We'll look it up right here. CDC zombies. Like, are we gonna have... What does that show? Wait a minute. Zombie preparedness? They actually have a zombie... I am not making this up. I am not freaking making this up, guys. Oh my gosh, look at this. Let me see if I can... Oh, it's not on there. Okay, hold on. I gotta re-put in Google again. You would think this will remember my settings every single time, but it doesn't. It likes to mess with me. Look, he's not joking around, folks. Look at this. This is from the CDC website, the Center for Preparedness and Response. Zombie preparedness. Wonder why zombies, zombie apocalypse, and all zombie preparedness continue to live or walk dead on a CDC website? As it turns out, what first began as a tongue-in-cheek campaign to engage new audiences with preparedness messages has proven to be a very effective platform. We continue to reach and engage a while. Oh, I see. That's why they're doing it. It's just a way to get people to come to their website. Now I get it. George Floyd had been clean for a long time. You like my cap? You guys like my new hat? Check it out. It's Austin's Feet Shop. I went there. I thought I saw Jesse James. He looked like him, but then when I looked closer, he looked like him, but was a lot older. Maybe it could have been his dad or something. I don't know. But am I ready for the zombie apocalypse? I got my 12-gauge shotgun sitting right there. I can't show you because YouTube will kick us off. So yeah. Anyways, I went and did some shopping today. Not fun shopping either. Johnny Yuma gave me a list of food to go buy because Johnny Yuma I asked Johnny to put me on a diet. He's not putting me on a diet. I asked him to be put on a diet. And so yeah, I start my diet tomorrow. It's gonna be rough. But I'm gonna take you guys through it. So starting tomorrow, I'll weigh myself and we'll do like a daily thing on my my intake, my food, I guess. I guess we're gonna do mukbanging or whatever it's called. I don't know. And he sent me some food I like that I can eat. What's up, James Winters? Everybody who gets a vaccine shot will be a zombie. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Heck no. That's why I'm thinking about moving to Texas, where they're open and free right now. Right? It was fun walking into places, you know, not wearing a mask, not having to worry about somebody saying anything to you about not wearing a mask. Freaking partying with some people from Alex Jones. I guess they did a video on Alex Jones' website. What is it called? Oh, the guy texted to me too. Hold on. All I gotta do is look for it. Either he texted to me or that Deanna girl texted to me. One of them texted it. Sent me it. Is it texted or text? Oh, it was Brandon. Brandon sent me the text. Copy link. How long is their video? Maybe we can watch it. I helped film it, or I was there, so maybe I guess I could probably watch it on my show, right? Just Another Channel. Oh, this was his show. Just Another Channel. Special thanks to Jesse Mansfield and Eddie Block for additional footage. I guess they used some of my footage. So, you guys want to watch it? We can watch it. What's up, Lisa Perkins? Alright, let's watch this thing. It has since yesterday, it has 81,467 views. Not bad. Not bad. Let's watch this thing. Let me go over here. And then I can go get a little sweater to put on. Let's see if you guys can see the whole video. Yeah, you can. Alright, here we go. So this is on Band TV.
I make $10 an hour, dude.
Yeah, leave it up, bro. That's what I'm saying. I mean, might as well say it.
Don't fuck with my dude as soon as I leave. Don't fuck with my dude as soon as I leave. As soon as I walk away, you guys pull this bitch shit.
Well, you gotta think of your customer base. You go inside, and he says, hey, you think about you say I don't want to, clientele that you have downtown, a lot of them are still very much more closing businesses, more mass, so we want to be those people. That's my thing. I'm thinking that's why some businesses are still doing it.
A mask, I don't want it. A mask, I don't need it. A mask, I don't want it. A mask, I don't need it. Back to life. Back to reality. Who's with me? Let's go! We're going to start off with the bars that allow you with 100% capacity, then we're going to go to the ones that don't allow it, and we're just going to go in there. Let's do it.
You want to start by taking your mask off with us?
Oh my God! Wait,
It's freedom. It's freedom.
Back to life.
Governor's orders.
To reality.
Doesn't it feel good?
Attention, Austin, Texas. This is a public service announcement. The mask mandate has been lifted.
22 minutes. You want to watch the whole thing?
100% capacity is now allowed. Back to life.
Back to reality.
Oh yeah, they stole my video right there.
I'm gonna hang out with you guys. You guys don't mind.
There's businesses here that are opening up to 100%. There's businesses here that are dropping their mask mandates. We're out here to support those guys. And in the true fashion of just another channel, we're here to also give a little bit of a hard time to those Nazi businesses that are still requiring mask mandates. They're still at 50% capacity because you know
How come you guys don't tell me that my earbuds sound that bad? That sounds awful.
why, folks? They have Stockholm syndrome, and they love their captor. They're like battered women who keep going back to their husband. They love the New World Order. They love their masks. They love transhumanism. And we're not trying to hear that, folks. I know you're not trying to hear that either because you're listening to my boy.
Hey, look, if you want to wear a mask, go ahead.
I got a COVID survivor.
Me too, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my
You're
video.
looking good, man. It's good to see your face.
I like that you're not wearing a mask. You didn't need it, did you?
Oh, you guys going to the bar?
Yeah.
That's not my video.
Yeah.
We're trying to get enough big crowd and we'll bring the bars. And we're really excited on insurrection against the ones that have mask policy.
Hey, I already had the FBI come to my house. I don't want to have that happen again.
Fucking bullshit. I got to get out of California. I just showed up like an hour ago.
Take my ID.
Taking it, bro.
You're digging it? Right on. Hey, I had like 5 girls riding it last night out here.
Yeah?
So no mask today. We're good.
Yeah, fuck the mask.
Woo. One more time.
Fuck the mask.
Yeah.
Go, baby.
It's on. You heard it.
I got a good headset. The batteries weren't working.
called Poor Choices.
Go in there. Here, I'll go
I
in.
thought Bob Woody had balls.
We'll see what's going on.
We're just hungry. Y'all open? Yes. Oh, nice.
No,
One,
Rosebud's
two,
not here
three,
yet, I don't think.
4, 1, 2, 5. Oh, there's 6, 7, 8. There's gonna be 8 total. Can we
Actually 9. I got one more coming.
Can we sit outside? Yeah. Thank you.
Is the owner here? We'd like to talk to him.
I think they're letting us in.
Yeah, let's tear that sign down. I'll tear it down.
No, not right now. Maybe on the way out.
Rob Redman.
I've studied it too. I have degrees and shit.
Yeah. You know what it's like. Psychologist, all that.
So what's it?
It's buffering right now? Is it buffering for you guys?
Again, we just got into another establishment. Mask free, 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you can do this too.
Attention, Austin, Texas. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton says Austin officials have until 6 p.m. to lift any local mask requirements and business restrictions. Or on behalf of the state of Texas, I will sue you.
What's up, Johnny Yuma?
Said that I can sue
Hold on.
you for you enforcing the
Guys, you can't enforce the mask no more.
No.
You can't.
So this man
You can't enforce
this is
it.
our store.
It doesn't matter, sir.
This is our store.
It doesn't matter.
On the video. What is your name, sir? No video, no. What is your name?
Ken Paxton.
No, I don't have to.
It says you'll be sued for discrimination on here.
Yeah, show
I'm
him.
gonna sue you.
Sir,
for you
hang
making
on.
me
It says
wear
it right here.
What? No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, what is your name, sir?
We want peace.
I need your name so I can sue you. No. Please, video off. No, I'm not going to.
Now, they were acting a little over the top.
We just wanted to buy cigarettes.
But you don't have to wear a mask in here.
No, our restore the law.
I know, but it's
No,
the
Ken
governor
Paxton
said
says
we don't have to wear a mask.
It's today.
the Attorney General says we don't have to wear masks.
And the
You
governor.
are not the Attorney General.
Yeah, you are not the
Are you even a resident? Are you a citizen of this country?
No, let's not go
Okay,
there.
that was wrong.
It's the
You don't
10th.
know?
It's March 10th, bro.
Can we buy
Why are you wearing a
cigarettes?
mask? Because today you don't have to wear a mask. So you want to have the new normal?
Nobody really wants masks, dude.
No,
It's,
he wants a mask.
enjoy your
He says it
liberty.
feels
I swear, I
normal.
have antibodies and I want to
So
buy
it
a
feels
mask.
normal
How
to you?
much?
This guy was drunk as
You
How
hell.
much?
really, really feel normal wearing that mask, though.
They're
I
important.
feel like you
and I
secretly
have
want to take
He
your
antibodies.
mask
probably
off.
wears the
So
mask
what
because
one?
he doesn't want to
Because
have a
they're
fight.
very
You have a beautiful
important.
face. Like, take your mask
For
off.
the safety of everybody else. I don't know about these guys, but everybody else.
house with 12 guys.
Right,
All you
but,
guys. Safety of you guys.
well, that's okay. Are any of them dying, though?
No, they tested positive.
I know, but are they dying?
No.
See, it's the flu.
No, but you don't.
I don't want to potentially.
You know about the
Yeah, I played
PCR
Resident
tests,
Evil like
right?
20 years ago.
The PCR tests. What the tests are fraudulent, are total fraud. The NFL. There were teams in the NFL that at one time
I just.
were 100% positive
Sir?
because the PCR tests are a
Sir,
fraud.
there.
So no one's getting sick.
What is that? What's going on?
Well, we're just today we were liberated. Dude, I'll level with you. Today we were
Fake propaganda.
today we were liberated by our Lord and Master.
Right there.
Can I buy your mask?
Garrett, come on in.
Absolutely. I mean, this is just
Garrett,
like,
come on in.
man, I have antibodies and I still want a mask. Alex Jones did nothing wrong. I mean, what thing did they do nothing wrong with? Like, say no mask?
No, they got banned from YouTube and over 100 platforms.
I mean, they can be on YouTube and 100 platforms and they can still be wrong as shit.
So
man.
you're
Well, what were they
drunk
wrong
in
about?
public, but the law you don't want to break is wearing a mask.
I'm drunk in public, I'm fine.
But you need a
They
mask.
showed me on the bull.
Because
You said you had
I'm
an-
not trying to put anybody else in danger.
You just said you had.
Yeah, but you're
You just
drunk in
said you had
public and you don't want to put
antibodies.
anybody else in danger.
You just said you had antibodies. He just said he had antibodies.
I did, but I still want a fucking mask. So I'm not.
You just want a virtue signal, bro. Just admit it.
Tiana, we're gonna go.
I want a fucking mask.
You have the right to wear a mask,
I do, right?
and I totally respect that.
I have the right to wear a mask and protect
Absolutely,
others.
absolutely.
And you do too, but you're not going to protect others.
Well, I hope I have the right not to,
$2, right?
just like you have the right to. It's pretty simple, bro. It's
So he's paying
Yeah,
$2
but
for a little
the right
skinny
to
mask.
not protect others is a pretty shitty ass right, right?
I know, I saw that.
What's up, Susan?
How much longer, dude? How much longer?
Respect others.
How much longer should we wear masks?
We have to respect others. We have to respect others.
Think of the irony. He won't sell us anything, but he just sold him a mask without a mask. How you doing, officers? Pretty good. We assume y'all might have been called out by these guys.
Yeah, my bad. Thank you. We don't have to wear a mask in Texas.
Well, that guy at a minimum needs a PI right now. I'm not a
Figure out
cop.
who Ken Paxton is. He's our Attorney General.
I just want to
Oh, wait, you mean the Trump guy went on top
God bless you.
Are you drunk in public?
Yeah, that guy's faded, guys. He's causing problems.
Hey, do me a favor. If you're gonna go back in the store, you just wear a mask. That's their store policy.
We saw that the general, General Ken Paxton said that the mask restrictions are supposed to be lifted by 6 o'clock tonight, or else
Yeah, I gotta put out my
any
bait.
businesses could be sued. So we thought that meant that we could go in without a
6
mask.
p.m., no masks, man. They can't make us put a mask on, and y'all know that.
And the businesses, right?
No, he said he would sue the
City and
businesses.
businesses.
Ken Paxton said if you go into a business and they
Is this
try to enforce a
discrimination?
mask mandate, you can sue the business, is what he said.
So we just thought we could walk in. We didn't think he was going to cause trouble. He told us that we had to leave. So we were like,
You
hey
wanna see
man,
the
we're
article?
always trying to tell him the news. And we just said, I'll call the police.
Starting on the 10th, that we wouldn't have to wear a mask.
So
Because the city of Austin told them they had to wear masks.
Small private
Thank you for
business.
not entering the business. He doesn't want you in there. We're not going to go in there
Wait, so
again.
the mayor can override the governor?
I don't want to go into a business that doesn't want me there.
We're trying trying to support businesses.
You're confused too.
So the private land, they can make their own rules about what's allowed in their own place.
Yeah.
If they want to wear a mask in the business, that's up to them, and you don't have to go there if you don't want to. But what the city is not supposed to be able to do now is to mandate you to wear one out in the street.
Well, we were never mandated to wear one out in the street, were we?
Technically you were. I mean, nobody did it, and it wasn't enforced, but technically you were. That's what's been lifted now.
Is there anyone else that thinks this is ridiculous?
Yeah, I mean, plenty of people. But we want private business to still choose what rules they want to have for their business. I had a place that says like no shirt, no shoes, no service, kind of the same thing.
We just walked in there not trying to cause trouble. We just asked us to put a mask on. That's what happened. And they said it's called a cop.
Well, you got to think of your customer base here in Austin. You go inside and he says, hey, you think about you say I don't want to, clients tells you have downtown, a lot of them are still very much more closing businesses, more mask mandates, so we want to appease those people. That's my thing. I'm thinking that's why some businesses are still doing it. Or maybe they're so convinced that, you know, the masks are helping.
You know, it's been a year and they're habituated. They're habituated.
I'm not saying I disagree with you, but the private businesses can still choose what they want to allow for their place, you know?
That's true, and we respect that. We went to 3 businesses that said we didn't need them, so we just kind of got used to that. So we just walked in there thinking everybody was doing it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with the mayor and the attorney general. It should be interesting.
We're going to keep it moving. We're going to go to another bar that we think's going to let us in without a mask.
Yeah.
Because how could they all be saying different things? I would think the governor has sort of executive powers on everything.
Supposed to, yeah. I knew this was going to happen, though. I knew the mayor would try to trump him.
I call him Shithole Steve Adler.
Even the cops are laughing at it.
Yeah, we don't enforce any of the mask stuff. The only reason we respond to stuff like this is when the businesses call and say, we ask somebody to leave and they're not leaving. That's why we
never.
Well, then they need to be arrested for false police.
Yeah. All right, guys.
That's not what happened.
Take care.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Wasting your time.
No max. That's why I came to Texas for.
Freedom.
I'm from New York, and I came to Texas to experience this.
They let us in.
There's a guy that was wearing a Buck Wild shirt with like a little fucking fake dog tag, and he was running around. He's like, I run this city. I'm making sure you don't cause any trouble. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? It was bizarre. So make sure you tip, alright? Oh, yeah. Of course. It was bizarre.
Do you want to see my ID?
Yeah, of course.
Guys, there's a place on the list here. It's called BD Riley's. They're on the official list of bars that aren't going to lift their mask mandate.
So let's go pay them a visit and see if they're going to get sued by Ken Paxton or not.
You see what this is all about?
No more masks, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday, March 10th, Independence Day. Woo! No more masks! No more masks! No more masks! More masks! Come on, no more masks! Woo! It's so good to see your face! It's good to see your face!
Yeah, no more masks! Let's go, Barkley!
Alan's a bouncer.
Yeah, I'm from Alabama, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, Alabama.
Yeah. St. Clair, man. St. Clair County, Alabama. So, yeah. Yeah, we ain't been doing this shit for a while.
I was going to say, what's the political climate in Alabama?
Well, Meemaw, we call her Meemaw, Governor Ivy. She came out with a mandate, like she was gonna do an extra like 5 weeks or something, and everybody was like, no, fuck that. And so then she backed it up, and she was like, all right, look, I'm just telling you, I'm gonna be wearing my mask, but you know, kind of y'all fucking be grown ups and do your shit, you know. But I mean, to be honest with you, there it's just we respect each other, and it's kind of like, hey man, if you don't want my money, you don't want me to be there, then that's fine.
I was going to say, what are the people doing?
That's about right. I mean, that's about what it is. I mean, you have certain areas, i.e. just like this, that you walk in, and if you don't have your, you know, fucking condom on your head, you don't get in, you know? And it's like, that's okay. I'll go somewhere else.
This beautiful Darwin's Pub can open to 100% capacity! Woo! Narbar. Woo! 100% capacity. Beautiful face. Look at that face. We're celebrating our independence. No more masks. No more masks. No more oppression. We were made in the image of God. No need to cover that beautiful face.
Exactly, Jimbo.
Happy Independence Day, Austin, Texas. Woo! What I'm talking about?
Beautiful face.
It's good to see
No
your face.
more masks. No more masks. No more masks.
Beautiful face. Not covered up by a mask.
When we started, like, you know, enjoying freedom and not wearing masks, the bouncer here, the doorman, put his mask on, even though he didn't have it on when we got it.
So guys, we're here at Narbar, and these cucks in here, they saw us coming, so they put their masks on. They put their masks on. And one of the bartenders or one of the employees of this establishment ran out here and stuck this to the door.
Oh, they put like 4 or 5 of them on the door.
You guys put a mask on this thing?
So
That is
He not wearing a condom.
that is exposed to COVID.
Yes.
So here's the thing. With their masks and their vaccines, their first resort is total depravity. Their first resort is sticking a dildo on the door because they are taken over by their father, Satan.
I live North Austin, so I was extremely happy that I thought I didn't have to wear a mask. Then I came back into Austin, and I was told I have to wear a mask in certain places. I'm hoping it opens up. I'm hoping these people starting to loosen up a little bit.
We're not allowed in. What about the Attorney General? They'll sue you guys.
I make $10 an hour, dude.
Yeah, leave us alone, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we might as well sue you.
Don't fuck with my dude as soon as I leave. Don't fuck with my dude as soon as I leave. As soon as I walk away, you guys pull this bitch shit. Don't you fucking do that. You know what I mean? Why don't you show your ID like a normal person? I did. Why are you so? I don't know.
You notice the guy singing is not wearing a mask.
Just put on a mask and you guys can come in, okay?
I can show you my ID. I still wear a mask.
We're gonna put on
These people are just family. I'm just checking.
We're not gonna fuck with people like you probably were.
Yeah, I know y'all are good. I know y'all are good people. I just need to make sure.
Well then, but you shouldn't have.
Huh? Why am I following or not?
Why are you not following their orders?
Because I'm a free man and a free spirit. I think for myself, you know?
Well, I know, but
Are you really worried that a piece of cloth is gonna not prevent you?
I do raves in this city. I run the underground in this city, so.
you do race?
I run the city.
Okay.
When the lights turn off, I run the city, so.
Okay, but what's that supposed to mean? Like
That means I wear a mask.
that doesn't impress me.
It has nothing to do. No, I'm not trying to impress you.
impress me.
I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm nothing rude.
Okay, but we're just trying to
You
talk
want
to
your
you.
business to stay closed. Is that what you want? Like, you want it to thrive?
We're just trying to figure out what businesses we want to support and which ones aren't going to let us in.
No, like I said, we just have to, like I said, we're here every day, okay? Like our lives are on the line. We're
But
first
Buckshot's
responders.
going to let us in.
Your lives are on the
Buckshot will let
line.
us in without a mask, right?
I'm at the door. I'm at the door, and you know what? I would.
Right,
But you
because
work
the
at
owner,
Buckshot.
because the owner would, not you.
They're still wearing masks because the city.
But the owner's going to let him in, I know that. I know that for a fact.
It's questionable because if I were to say,
I've already been to his other bars. Bob Woody, the owner.
oh, you have the owner wrong then.
I don't know then.
Yeah, so you don't have that inside knowledge. Because these guys deal with a lot of stress and they count on me to like watch after them. So yeah,
well, that's fine.
That's it, you know.
Alright, well, we're gonna.
But I know y'all have good intentions, and I do support y'all because I like I said, I mean,
do you believe in wearing masks? Do you think we should be wearing masks?
I don't think the average citizen should. No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Then why, since you can take your mask off now, take it off.
I do too much for this city to take it off. You know what I mean?
Well, I know, but then obviously...
If we sit down, we have a smoke and a coffee, I'll show you. You know?
Obviously, what I'm saying is that you stand up for us citizens that are patrons of these bars. Yeah. And so you should be supporting us by taking off your mask because... Thank you!
If you like this video and you want to save our republic, share it now and support.
Alright, there you go. That was us hanging out in How about now? Can you guys hear me now? There we go. Can you hear me now? That's weird. But it's not off. Something's going on. Hold on a second. Something really weird is going on. Yeah. Better not be. It's a brand new mic. I only bought it a couple months ago. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it going again. Hello, hello, hello. Let me go to settings on here. No, I don't think I muted it. It's just not playing for some reason. That's weird. I know you can hear me now, but it's not my good mic. You're on the junky mic. Default. Let me see if there's somewhere else I can do it at. Let me try it now. Let's see if I can get my good mic working. Nope. Something's weird. I updated my software right before, a little bit this afternoon. So, and I've been having troubles ever since. That's what I get for doing the update. There it is. It's good now? Yeah, but it's just my mic off of here. I don't like that mic. This mic sucks. I really want my good mic, which is going to drive me nuts. Do I have any new gear? I have my new 360 camera. I have that. Let me try. Alright. It is something to do with this mic. Maybe it's because I'm charging my phone at the same time. Let me try something again. Sometimes it'll shut the power off. Let me try something one more time. Hello. You know what it is, that mic. Oh, wait. There we go. Now it's back. Now we got the good audio. Hello. How about that? Should be on now. Oh, no, it's not even showing up here. That's weird. That is really weird. It says it's on the main mic. Oh, either way, you guys can hear me, right? It sounded like a Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? I know, right? Anyways, what's going on, Prudent Patriot? Actually, I gotta have you call in. I sound like a Verizon commercial. I already read that. The only new gear I got was my gear. I got myself an Austin Speed Shop. I got actually a couple Austin Speed Shops hats. Where'd the other one go? I got this one too. So, you guys know me. I like hats. I'm a hat lover. I just want to see something real quick. So it is coming out of this mic. Okay, we're back on the good mic again. And I'm smelling something burning right now. Something weird is going on. Let's get this party started. What do you guys want to go play with the Persian girls that I met again in Austin, Texas? I know Drunk Uncle does. That was interesting. Or the prostitute that jumped into my lap and started driving my scooter around. Definitely crazy at the bars. Definitely crazy at the bars. Well, heck, since I got you here, let me call you real quick. Let me Skype you real quick. Jeff, you want to Skype and talk about what happened on Saturday? Or I mean on Sunday? I don't know where Rosebud is. Let me text her. Let me see where Rosebud is. Oh, I know where she is. She's in Bible study. She's in Bible study right now. That's where she is. Check your heater again. No. There's some crackling going on in one of my things underneath the bottom. It's all good. You used to love hats. You want me to call you Jeff, though, so we can talk about Sunday? What's up, Carla? All right, I'm going to Skype you. Let me load up my Skype again. Where are you, Skype? There you are. We're going to call Prudent Patriot because he had some issues over there. We had our little event, the Recall Gavin Newsom event. And he had some troubles. There we go. Dang dog hair. Let me try and add this in. What's up, big guy? Hold on, let me get you in here. Let me get the Skype thing. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Microphone muted. Can you hear me now?
Man, that sounds awful. What are you on? You on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, now it sounds better. For a second there, it sounded pretty awful.
Yeah, I turned off the speaker.
Oh, right on. Oh, there we go. So, we had a little event in lovely Sacramento on Sunday, and they kind of harassed you a little bit, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So, who was it that kicked you out first? Was it Jessica Patterson that kicked you out first, or who was it?
You know, I don't really know if it was either of those ladies or even if they even knew who I was or what I was saying.
Uh-huh.
kind of what I'm getting from the whole mix is because I had like a dark T-shirt on and I didn't have any identifiable like Republican gear on, people thought I was like Antifa.
Really?
So it's like, it just shows you like these people in the movement have no idea who normal people are, who the grassroots, you know, patriots are, the people that are actually at almost every event that know the ins and the outs of the movement. The stuff that I was saying was completely appropriate. Where I got angry was when Corinne Rankin decided to say, if you want to run for office and make a change, or no, it was, if you want to make a change, you need to run for office. Start at your local position. And I just lost my shit. I was like, you mean like I did? And that's when I started screaming, these people don't support MAGA. And that's what I was trying to explain to people is, ultimately, the GOP does not want to run along with the MAGA movement other than making money off of their merchandise. And so you walk up, they've got their merch, you know, booths there, slinging their Trump gear, their hats and shirts and sweaters. But if you support Trump and what he believes in, they don't want any part of that. Yeah. So for me, when I heard that, it just immediately triggered me and I lost my shit.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, the reason why he's laughing is because he was in office, but because he's a Proud Boy and he made an off-color comment about 3 or 4 years ago, they decided to kick him out of it.
It was like June of 2018.
Yeah, so they decided to vote him out when he's an elected official, and you can't vote out an elected official. So,
well, they can, and that's the problem is they can because we have a bunch of conservatives that have become cuck-servatives, like I like to say now, and they more or less just go with the flow, and they don't really stand up for anything. And I mean, look at what the left is doing to us right now. They are absolutely railroading us, dude. And I mean, the GOP and the Republican Party had the exact same position for 2 years with Donald Trump. We had the House, we had the Senate, we had the presidency, you know, with the executive branch, and we could have force-fed the Democrats anything we wanted, and we did nothing. And here we are now, years later, and the Democrats are in power, and they're basically getting everything they want. And I mean, we're at a tie right now. Could you imagine if they had a super majority? If they had like 60 people, what they would be doing to us? And so when I was explaining to people around the audience that the GOP has become the Democrats, because the Democrats have become progressives. And so the Republicans have been replaced by the Liberal Party. And so what you're seeing now is a bunch of token minority women running the Republican Party. And I mean, I don't even give a shit anymore, Eddie. I'm just going to be 100% anymore, dude. I am a white guy, bro. Like, there's no denying it, right? Am I going to dance around this shit and be like, oh, yeah, I'm not a white guy? Like, I'm clearly a white guy. And so when the GOP decides to put all women of color in positions of power and they shoot down people like Travis Allen, right? It makes you wonder kind of like what's going on, why we've become the left. And I mean, I know that they play identity politics, and it's just sickening to me. And I'm just glad that you know, noticed what was going on. I'm glad there were people there to record it. I know Josh recorded what was going on. And
I watched it on Josh's channel, and then some other guy sent me a copy of the video too, that he recorded it. He actually thought you were Antifa too, so that was kind of funny. I was like, no.
Was that Phil guy?
Yeah, I think it was Phil, yeah.
Yeah, I like Phil. And that's the thing, dude, is most of the people just don't understand that I'm very well versed and educated on what's going on in the inner workings of the GOP, and that's what a lot of the people that were standing around don't understand, right? We have Corinne Rankin, Joe Collins, you've got Major Williams, you've got all these token people of color. You don't have a single white person running for any position anywhere, but yet all the people in the audience are a bunch of white people, right? So they're taking all of our money, and then they talk bad about you for being a white person with an opinion. Man. So it's almost like, where am I at? You know, you don't want me to be in the Republican Party. Then you call me a racist and a bigot. You call me all these things. Well, I don't even know where I'm supposed to go anymore, Eddie. Like, tell me where someone like me is supposed to go.
Texas.
When I am a Proud Boy, a patriot, I'm all these things. I run for office, I get elected, I do what I'm supposed to do, and then they throw me out and tell me that I'm a alt-right neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
Where should I go?
You got to go where I'm looking. I'm telling you, I'm going to Texas, bro. I'm getting out of California as soon as I can.
I don't know if Texas is going to be any better, my man. I think Texas is is going to be the next California and New York.
I don't know. They're open. They already opened up. Stop, Donnie. They already opened up their state.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I mean, what I saw in your video didn't look like they were too open.
Oh, that was Austin, though. That was the most liberal city in town. And so here's what happened.
That's a major city. I mean, if you're talking about any major city in the country, they're going to be liberal and they're going to be mask holes and they're going to be forcing you to go anywhere. So, I mean, if you're living in Fresno, you're better off there because at least Fresno's conservative and the view's better here. It's hotter than hell. It freezes there in Texas. I mean, the power grid failed. If that didn't wake you up on what's going on with Texas, all these people fleeing to Texas, thinking that Texas is the answer, the infrastructure in Texas is not designed to handle the millions of fleeing Californians that are headed there right now. And I think that
never thought about that.
Going to see what's going to happen with that.
I never thought about that. But here's what happened though in Austin. So the mayor said that they had to close, or they said we're still holding up the mask mandate, right? And then so within a couple hours they got a letter from the Attorney General of Texas saying, no, if you continue to hold this mask mandate, we're going to sue you, and don't fuck with us because we've done it already once and we'll do it again. So they got rid of the mask mandate now, from what I understand. So
I would be interested to see how that's working because that little guy with his ego, that's really what we're facing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, is these little mini men, these people with egos that think they're going to utilize mask mandates and regulatory bullshit to force other citizens to do what they want. And that's kind of where I'm noticing, even like it goes back to the GOP, right? Like Kevin Kiley wearing a mask. I was like, why is this guy a conservative, let alone the bastion child for our movement, when he's refusing to answer the question of why he voted for a mail-in ballot bill? Okay, the assembly bill that he voted on made it so that we as taxpayers have to fund mail-in ballots for people who don't want. We're not talking absentee ballots, dude. We're talking mail-in ballots, which his base clearly doesn't agree with. Okay, and I was trying to bring attention to the fact that if you're supposed to be the poster child of the Republican Party and you're voting for things that your entire base hates, explain to me what it is that you are showing we conservatives you stand for. Our cities have been closed. I understand you wrote a book about the closure or whatever, and you're suing Gavin Newsom, but there's got to be something more than that. Like the left gets assemblymen to write bills all the time.
Yeah,
they're constantly shooting bills through the Senate. You know.
See, he's not my assemblyman, so I didn't even know. I didn't know much about him until he was up there on stage, and you only hear what they want to tell you up there. You know. So.
Well, see, that's the thing is he is my assemblyman, and that's where a lot of the people in the audience had no idea what was going on. And I'm trying to explain to these people that this guy is my local representative. He was on my ballot. I voted for him. I helped him get elected. I put up yard signs. I hung door hangers. I knocked on doors. I raised money. I made calls. I did what none of these other people, I can guarantee you, did, that were standing in the audience, telling me to shut up, grabbing me by my neck, forcing me. I mean, you can see video, dude, of people pushing me, shoving me, grabbing me. And I never did anything. And it's funny that I get portrayed as this violent, racist bigot who's aggressive, when in reality, all the people that were attacking me were a bunch of boomer, fake MAGA tards who are just QAnon'd out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they weren't even, oh my gosh, George was even there. You know, what did they do to George? Did they mess with George too, or just you?
Well, no, George didn't do anything.
Yeah.
George is a peaceful guy. They are mad at me because I walked up and started saying the fact that the GOP does not support what we believe in. And let me reference back to what I mean by the Cume comment. I'm referencing people thinking the GOP support that. If you support QAnon and you think the GOP runs in line with that, you are so far fucking removed from what's going on. They think you're mentally ill, the GOP, right? They think that if you believe in QAnon or the Proud Boys, you are storming the Capitol and that you're a terrorist. And these are the people that want you to buy their gear. They're the same people that have a Donald Trump merchandise gear at the rallies and they're wanting you to buy their gear are the same people that are telling you that what you believe in is mental illness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Cordy. I mean, what has he done other than go around talking to people and selling them shirts? I haven't seen him do anything. You know?
I mean, Dr. Cordy kind of falls in line with your typical I don't know him personally, so I can't speak on him like personality-wise. But from what I've seen with Dr. Cordy is he's a part of the vaccine movement. So he gets to be like, he's given a little bit of leniency because he falls in that spectrum of like rare vaccine, opposer, and he's an advocate for freedom of health.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of floats along. I mean, he was on stage with Roger Stone and Denise in Washington D.C. too. So I mean, it's kind of that same little mix with like Lori Gregory and those people with the vaccine movement. They're all connected.
How did that go with Denise? Because I know Denise is not his biggest fan by any means. Oh, you weren't there. Never mind. Were you? You were here.
I don't have social media. So it's like, for me, it's probably the best part about being in my position now is I can go out, give my opinion, be brutally honest, and then go back to my house and I don't get to hear shit. Like, I don't hear I don't have the news, I don't have cable, I don't have any of my friends that really give a shit about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I come home and my life goes back to normal. I don't really delve into what drama other people have with each other. I know that Denise is working hard in the movement. I know that a lot of my friends work with her. I know there's a lot of people that agree with her. I know there's a lot of people that don't. But
yeah. Well, that's
as far
normal.
as I'm concerned, Denise has done a lot of good things for the movement. And if Cordy is on stage and Denise doesn't really support him, I don't think they'll work together. But I don't know what happened in D.C. I just know that she tells it like it is most of the time.
Oh, yeah. Denise will tell you how she feels. You don't got to worry about if she's pissed off at you, because you know when she's pissed off at you. I love Denise and the girls. So
yeah, the girls are great, dude. And that's the thing is, now I've been trying to bring it up too with like Kevin Kiley. So he throws the Proud Boys to the dust, right? And like, I called Denise and I was like, hey, help me go protest against Kevin. And she was like, no, I like Kevin. Kevin's doing his thing and we don't want to oppose him in the vaccine movement, which I'm good with, right?
Yeah.
So then I go out there and I'm like, hey, man, I got friends that still support you, dude. Can you just answer these questions for me? Because people genuinely support you. I've got like big names in the movement that still stand up for you. Please give me a reason to come back, right? Because I know that there are a lot of people that still support Kevin in certain aspects of what he's doing. And that's kind of like, I do need to bring that to the forefront. I don't disagree with everything Kevin stands for. I am trying to highlight the fact that this man claims to be a constitutional conservative, and he's refusing to answer constitutionally based questions, which, as a conservative, concerned me. Yeah. I asked him, as his constituent, said, do you think I have the right to affiliate with people that I choose? And he told me, well, you're a Proud Boy. I don't think you should be in the GOP.
Wow.
I mean, who the fuck? Who are you? Who? For me, right then and there, my support was like, what, bro? Like, It wasn't like, oh, yeah, you're a fucking David Duke supporting Nazi. You're a fucking Proud Boy, dude, that's been at every event of mine for 3 years, and I've taken pictures with you for 3 years, and now suddenly I'm disavowing you.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, fuck you, bro, you fraud.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Excuse my vulgarity, the wife. Sorry.
Tell your wife I said hi. I know she's a cool person and stuff, so.
She says hello and waves back.
Yeah.
It's like you said, dude, for me, I don't appreciate people breaking away from the Constitution, right? If you have a different opinion of me, like if you would have made a comment like, what the Proud Boys have done has had a lot of negative attention, and I would have advised you that you probably should have stepped away if you want to remain in the GOP. Like, give me advice, right? Yeah. Versus telling me, or be more political, not just, I don't want to be involved with the Proud Boys. I don't want to endorse the Proud Boys. I don't want Proud Boys at my events. I don't want anything to do with the Proud Boys. And I was like, really? So you don't want nothing to do with us, huh? And he's like, nothing to do with you at all. And you're like, wow, so for 3 years you used us.
Pretty much.
That's what you did. You just admitted to me that for the last 3 years that I've been doing stuff for you, you used us. You used every bit of our energy at events for security, whatever it was, even distraction in the media, right? Allowing for Kevin Kiley to float along in his assembly position and not be targeted by the media because they had the Proud Boys to go after, right? That's a blessing in and of itself.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I mean, you know, just the way these politicians are, you know, like using us, or I mean, using you guys now, I should say, for security all the time. You know, letting you guys do all the hard work and stuff, and that way Antifa can't get in his face and make him look bad, you know, and then just leaves you like that. I hate people when they do that stuff. You know, it's a bunch of bullshit.
It's just honesty, man. Like I said, I would have been good with a political response. Like I didn't even feel like his response was appropriate politically, being as you're a conservative, right? How are you going to disavow a right-wing patriot group? I mean, if you're a conservative, I've always been taught that you don't judge all groups, you don't judge all people based on a group, right?
Yeah.
So here we are, the conservatives that say you can't judge blacks because of one group, or you can't judge Jews because of one, or Chinese, or anybody, right?
Yeah.
But here we go, and we allow ourselves to judge a whole group of patriots because of the actions of a few people in Washington, D.C. And I'm like, you guys are supposed to be the people that stand up for that you know, freedom of affiliation and association, private property and stuff. And so for me, it's like, it wasn't like the 19th Amendment. It was the first.
Oh, yeah.
He shot down the First Amendment, dude. It would have been like if he responded, well, I like guns, but, you know, I don't think you should own a semi-automatic.
Yeah.
I would have been like, what? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, you can't like some parts of the amendment and not all.
Yeah. Man,
You know
that's
what I
just
mean?
crazy. So how are you doing otherwise, though? Doing all right?
You know, I'm doing okay, bro. Besides the fact that every time I go in public, they do like a whole new news article on me over here on the Sacramento Bee or CBS or KOVR. Or
Hey, I took that away from you because for some reason I was their poster child on Sunday's news. Right?
I need you to go have a few more drinks, Eddie. Take that pressure back off because... But again, like I told you, dude, it's convenient to know that I have my beautiful wife and kids that have my back, and they're not allowing for these slanderous remarks and libelous crap to hold, you know, me down. And really, as long as they love me and they have my back, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all over that Boris guy's Twitter on Sunday, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, they weren't too happy. They weren't too happy about anything.
And then CBS had... I was a frontline video on CBS all day on Saturday.
Well, because anytime it's like now you're back out again, right? So they're like, insurrectionist Eddie is back out and about, and you're kind of like, same thing with me. They're like, I need to look at a lawsuit legitimately this time now, because I'm reading in the article that was put out by CBS, they actually labeled me a capital insurrectionist.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently they say that me and Josh and George raided the Capitol together.
You weren't even there, though. I mean,
no.
You weren't even in D.C.
I was in California, dude. That's what I'm saying, but like...
And I'm not an insurrectionist. I wasn't even...
Like me, right? Sacramento Bee publishes an article, or CBS or whoever, the 50,000 to 100,000 people that saw it on the news, they've been tainted now, right? They've heard it about me. If they ever encounter me, they see me, they want to vote for me. Whether they do a retraction or not, do they go and do an article? Oh, we're going to retract what we said about Jeffrey Perrine because we made a misstatement. They'll make a minor adjustment to the end of the article and say, we adjusted this article on May 30th of 2021. Sorry, we fucking dragged your name through the mud.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But they said, what a joke, armed insurrection. Nobody even had a weapon there other than these two right here. That's all we had, you know?
You know, it's funny because, like, the biggest weapon that we had was the shield.
Yeah.
The dude was using to break through the window. And they're, like, torturing this dude in solitary confinement. They won't let him out. He's been locked up for 23 hours a day since the day they arrested him.
Wow. I don't even know who that guy is. I've never even met that guy. Have you met him before?
I mean, that's the thing, bro, is like me and you have been at every major event for the last 3 to 4 years, and it's kind of funny to me that some random dude that I said this to somebody the other day. I said, Eddie, if you spent 16 years in the military and you were a Marine, and then you get out and you join the Proud Boys and you're in the Proud Boys for 6 months, and you bash the window out of the Capitol wearing a Perry, would you consider the dude a Proud Boy or a Marine? I'm just saying, like, no offense, but I think the man was doing his job as a soldier to defend our country, foreign and domestic.
Yeah.
And these Democrats don't want to acknowledge the fact that he was defending this country. He wasn't a terrorist. He was doing what he's been taught which was to defend this country from these crazy loonies that are trying to overtake our country. And when you start to see soldiers and veterans stepping up and doing this, citizens should be concerned.
I mean, how many of the people that they're actually arresting now for that are veterans? I mean, almost all of them, from what I understand.
Well, that's the point, though, because they're all military trained, so you can work with civilians if you have military training, and you can be in charge of these militias. So what they need to do is get rid of like the Oath Keepers and all these Proud Boys and the militia groups. Then that way, when they kick in all of our doors, we have no organized response.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a free-for-all, and they're going to just take us. And the liberals will be at Walmart with their masks on going, ha ha, take your vaccine or go to your gulag at the local Cal Expo. Ha ha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's already like, couldn't you imagine? They're going to be like, you fucking Trumpers, go to your gulags, Trumpers. You know, dude, I'm telling you, bro. It's like, I already see it coming, man. Like, people think it's a joke until they're going to be loading us up in 52-foot trailers and driving you to your local park, you know?
Oh yeah, I even started asking when I was at the airport. You know, when I go through TSA, you know, because I'm in my scooter or my wheelchair, I can't go to that thing where you lift your hands up, right? So they have to totally pat me down, and so I'm sitting there for 10 or 15 minutes, getting like, I mean, they're cupping and everything, right? And so I look at this guy and I started asking them, everybody there, I'm like, what do you guys think about the mask? Like, oh, we don't want to wear them. We want to take them off right now, but it's federal, so we have to. And then the funny part is, I was like, how come I never get a girl, you know, doing this? And they're like, well, because you're a man. I was like, all right, what if I tell you that I identify as a woman? Will you send a woman over here to do this check? And they're like, yeah, we will. Do you identify as a woman? And I almost said yeah, but I didn't want that on my record.
So, like, you're telling me that a lesbian can walk in and get patted down by another woman.
Yeah.
But a man has to be, a heterosexual man has to be groped. I posted a video on my YouTube. If any of your viewers are interested, I did like a 5-minute video of my interaction coming home from Washington, D.C. in December.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my TSA encounter. My buddy Inky.
They let you feed it? They let you feed it? Or, I mean, record it?
Well, my buddy Inky did. So I handed him my phone.
Wait a minute. Inky's not my buddy anymore either?
One more time?
Inky's not my buddy anymore either?
Really?
No, I'm joking with you because you're like my buddy, Inky.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. My bad. I was meaning I didn't record myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm just messing with you.
But yeah, basically I handed my phone over and let him record me. And yeah, dude they grab your testicles. They move your nuts. They move your penis. They run their hand up into the crack of your butthole. Mm-hmm. They physically molest you. They physically molest you. Like, I was almost like lightweight. I was not expecting this. Like, I thought when they were going to, like, give me a pat down, it was going to be like a pat down. Like, oh, okay, you know, I've had a pat down before.
Yeah.
It was more invasive than a police pat down looking for drugs in your holding cell of jail.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I gotta go through that every freaking time I fly. So I mean, I don't know. I guess I got used to it. But here's the other thing. So I was so worried when I left from Fresno. I'm going through TSA and I'm waiting for them to take me to the side, saying I'm on some list, you know, and they just let me go right on through. So for all you people that are saying I'm this fucking insurrectionist, that, you know, I'm going to jail, I'm on the FBI watch list, then why did they let me go through TSA, right? If I was on
I'm telling you, dude, like, you would be surprised what a lot of people are misinformed about, dude. Like, if you get a visit from the feds, they make you a fed. If you know what I mean? Like, it's a trip to me. I've tried to say it again. I highly disagree with a lot of the things that have gone on with you and the stuff that's been said about you. I don't give a fuck. I'm my own human being, and people can disagree with me. They call you dry snitch Eddie, whatever. But they dry snitched on themselves. You invited Eddie Block to come to Washington, D.C. to roll around with you with his 5 fucking cameras on. What the hell did you expect to happen when you're rolling around with Eddie? So I disagree. I don't care. And I think this comes down to lack of accountability again. And I can disagree with whoever would like to argue. Yes, maybe Eddie signed a paper and did something he shouldn't have or whatever. But you know what? At this point, I would almost be willing to guarantee that they would have published that video anyway, without your information, without your permission, because you are a Proud Boy or you were or whatever. And their goal was to destroy us anyway.
Well,
So,
they did. So the CNN report, they didn't ask for my permission for that video. The Wall Street Journal, I even went to YouTube and told them that they stole my video, and YouTube said, sorry, it's fair use. They can do whatever they want.
So I'm saying it's public video, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's a certain point. I love you too. There's a certain point and an expectation where if you are somewhere and you have a video going around, I mean, if it goes viral, how the hell are you going to shut down a viral video?
Yeah. You can't.
It went viral. It's how it is.
And everybody knew I was live. They come walking up to me and they got their mask on. They're like, oh my God, hey, I'm with Eddie. Look at me. You know, if you're going to take down your mask to take a picture with me while you know, and everybody likes my 360 camera. They all know I have it on me. So, yeah, I don't get it.
How many times have I walked up to your live video in every city that I've encountered you and told whoever was watching, I'm doing this because I've already been doxxed. I'm walking up carefree, mask off. Jeff Perrine is in the house. Follow my page.
Yeah.
Hella arrogant and flamboyant because I've already been doxxed.
Yeah.
These people just don't get the ramifications of putting your face on any known Patriots live video. I mean, mind you, dude, I think I said on Josh Fulfer's video this week that I would be making an appearance at a recall event tomorrow. Now Antifa's making a call out to have massive response to Jeff Perrine going to be in Sacramento tomorrow. And you're like, I live here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it would be like saying Jeff's going to Walmart or whatever. This is how it is in this movement. And if you're with me and you're an innocent woman, innocent man, you're a parent, teacher, or whatever, and you walk up and have a smile on your face and you hug me, be prepared to lose your job.
Yeah.
Be prepared. If you don't want that, stay away from me. And I would say the same thing of Eddie Block. If you don't want to potentially feel the wrath of the left, stay away. Don't comment on Eddie's feed. Don't like Eddie's videos. But if you understand that we need the love and that you can't let leftist cancel culture hold you down, like, share, subscribe, show your face, own it, buy merchandise from people. Don't allow this shit to go on. It's us and people like the GOP that have allowed for the censorship to continue because we indulge in it too. You understand?
One girl, so at the very end of my show, the first time we were in DC back in December, right? Some girl with blue hair, she put her she was just talking, right? She was drunk. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm single. Meet me on Instagram, right?"
I remember this.
She called me up the next day. She's like, "I've got thousands of people hating on me, telling me they're gonna murder me because I was on camera with you." It's like, she's like, "Can you?" And I took.
People have no idea, dude. Like Tom McClintock's even feeling it, right? Because in my GOP thing, I was like, I've met up with Tom McClintock and Travis Allen. And then I go on Google, and it's the top trending Google picture of Tom McClintock, and it's me, and it's like, neo-Nazi with Tom McClintock. And I'm just like, you fucking people, dude. Like, it's like, no matter what you do, you just got to understand. You know what I mean? There's going to be the leftists and the righties, and we have to support each other and understand that if you're doing something criminal in front of a camera, that's kind of your fault, no one else's. I mean, I can guarantee you they would have found out that Rufio or Enrique or Joe Biggs or whatever dumbass was in the Capitol because of their fucking cell phones that they had in their pockets at the time, along with every other patriot out here in California that's had their house knocked on because they were at the Capitol grounds, right?
Well,
some of the nicest people we know in the world have gotten knocks.
Yeah.
Gays, trannies, women, old people, whatever.
Yeah.
So...
Well, and Joe Biggs took his mask down. I mean, inside the Capitol, on video, he takes his mask off. It's like...
This is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah. But yet, that's my fault.
Oh, that's a felony, Joe.
Yeah.
How you doing, Joe Biggs? I'm feeling real felony-ish, buddy.
And I mean, how many guys look like Rufio? I mean, even with the mask on, you still know who Rufio is, just looking at him. You know what I mean?
He looked like a super soldier walking around. They showed a big, buff army guy walking around the Capitol with fucking rounded deltoids on his neck. And they go, that's Rufio. Because they followed him from the street. And that's what a lot of people don't realize is the city of downtown D.C. is all surveilled. Mm-hmm. The moment you left your hotel room and walked on Capitol grounds, They just went back and followed you to your hotel room when you left, and they found out where you were. And then they look up the hotel and see who all was there. Oh, were you staying here? Oh, what do you know? Oh, you flew back this day? Oh, you were here for 3 days? Oh, you're a terrorist. Like, come on, dude.
And I mean, you were watching my video. Remember when my scooter broke down and Rufio and Joe Big stopped and said, no, we can't go anywhere till Eddie catches up, right? They knew I'm filming, so... Like you said, it's just people don't want to take, accountability.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. You're a proud boy in the eternal nomad tribe of Perrine over here who doesn't really ever have a home either because everybody in the Proud Boy movement wants to throw me out because I'm opinionated too.
Well,
so
you know what?
Care.
The day after that, I had 3 different Proud Boy other states call me up and said, you can join ours anytime you want.
Of course, because there are other human beings that believe in freedom of speech. And they don't think like the elders do within our movement, which is so funny because now after all the shit that went down with Federale Enrique, all of a sudden now everyone's like, yeah, let's break away and become a bunch of independent autonomous groups again. And you're like, you mean like we were for the first 3 years?
Yeah. Crazy. Right on, brother. Well, I appreciate you calling in, and anytime you want to call in, you know how to get a hold of me, and I love it. I love having you on the show, man, and thank you for the support. And anybody here, if you want to check out Jeff and any of his videos, it's The Prudent Patriot on YouTube, on any... well, you don't really have that much social media anymore, do you? Telegram is The Prudent Patriot.
The one I have is I got Twitter, like PFJeff916. It's like... And then I got Telegram.
Although Boris is going to have you kicked off now.
I mean, if you're on Telegram, I do keep it pretty real on there. So it's a pretty decent feed. It's pretty realistic, and it's all over the place. You'll see some really cool stuff about nature and science and outer space and chemistry, as well as politics. But it's pretty based. You know what I mean?
And I'm on your Telegram. You put on like 20, 30 things a day, so.
That's right.
For $5
for getting me on, my man, and I appreciate any subscriptions or follows. Trying to get to that point where I can go live with my mobile. So anyone that has not subscribed, I would love a like or a subscription or a share.
Right on. Proud of you.
And I do the same for you, Eddie. Big love.
Heck yeah, proud of your boy. And we got to talk because there's a way you can go live without having 1,000 followers yet. I'll show you how.
I know. I got to use one of these other services, so I'm with it.
Yeah, right on.
Thank that.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you.
All right, Jeff. Talk to you later, man. Catch you later. All right, let me turn him off before I turn the Skype off so people don't see other people's phone numbers. That's my buddy Jeff Perrin. I always call him Perrine, so I'm glad he said is how you say his name now. I said proud of your boy for you there, Bitta. Anyways, let's go back here. Let's do the big webcam. That was not it. So how is everybody tonight? How are you doing, Rob? Is Rob still in here? I saw Rob came in while we were doing that little interview. I said hi to him. I hope he saw it. It's kind of hard to keep track of both. Man, this looks weird. Seeing me all multi. I don't like seeing myself that much. There we go. Turn that one off. There we go. Now it's off. Anyways, so what's going on, everybody? Let me catch up on some of the stuff. Total racism against, let's see. Let me see if I can catch up a little bit. Dry snatch. You know what? I didn't know they were calling me dry snatch. That's weird. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell that means. But I don't know. I still get tons of calls from them all the time. What's up, Danny? How's it going? Chauvin. Is that the name of the cop that's under trial right now? We're gonna talk about that. We watched a little bit of that today. Man, those jury selections are boring as hell, but you gotta watch them to see what they're going through and stuff. I haven't even started the news yet, so let's start the news. Oh, and by the way, if everybody doesn't know, tomorrow I start my diet. I already kind of did. I'm drinking water. I did eat stuff that I wasn't... Oh, dry snitch. That's what it was. I was thinking dry snatch. But that's pretty bad, too. Anyways, starting tomorrow, Johnny Yuma, he sent me to the store today. Well, he didn't send me. I went to the store with a shopping list from Johnny Yuma. I got a whole bunch of good stuff. We got, he told me eggs and bacon I got to get, which those are good things, right? But then I had to get yogurt for my snack. But I had to get the, what do you call it? What's the bad tasting yogurt? You guys know what I'm talking about. I had to get the bad tasting yogurt, but he told me to get bananas and I can put half a teaspoon of honey in there. So that's going to be hard. But this is the hardest thing right here, drinking water. I've given up alcohol many a times, had no trouble whatsoever. But giving up soda, soda is the hard thing to give up. Which I've done 2 days in a row now. This is my second day without any soda, so I'm doing all right. I gotta eat a lot of spring salads, and he gave me a special salad dressing that I can get. And you can only use 2 tablespoons of salad dressing for the salad, so that's gonna be hard. But I have a buddy that a long time ago taught me how to do that. What he said you do is, instead of pouring the salad dressing over it, you dip it in the salad dressing so you get more of it. So that's the tip. You know, what else? I had to get whole grain oatmeal, mushrooms. Let's see. I know. We're gonna show that video again. We gotta look that up again. The video of like Greek yogurt. That's what it's called. I had to get some Greek yogurt. Let's see. But then he gave me. So he said I gotta get some. I can eat eggs for breakfast. I can have 2 eggs, oatmeal, but I gotta get the bland oatmeal. With my goodness, bananas, and so that's gonna be good. I like that. Spinach. So I got some spinach. I got some mushrooms, and I have pepinos, cucumbers. So in the Mexican or Hispanic culture, they take cucumbers and you squeeze lemon on it and put this Tajín sauce. That's good. So I can eat that all day. What else am I supposed to eat? Oh, and then he said I gotta eat 5. I get 5 ounces of a protein for lunch and for dinner. So I have to go cut all my chicken up and measure it into 5-ounce packets and refreeze them, and that's gonna be my food. So, and I always have trouble eating too much. And something he said made sense today. He's all, I want you to eat the salad first, and then in a little bit eat the meat. So I guess the salad fills you up, and then you get the flavor of the meat. I think that's how it works. I don't know, but Johnny's the expert. So if anybody needs help, Johnny's awesome. Go to our Telegram chat. Johnny actually posts his meals every day, and I'm gonna start doing it too. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna step on that scale. I'll take a picture, and I'm gonna show you guys my scale and how much I weigh every single day, because I have to weigh myself every day. So that's what we're gonna do. No more eating junk food. He said Johnny's gonna say it's gonna take a while, but he says he can help me get down to the weight I want to be at, and that's all I'm gonna do. So thank you, Johnny Yuma. You're awesome. I don't know if you're still in here right now, but Johnny, you're a badass. So, and if anybody else wants to join me on this diet, if you want to, we'll set goals. We can do it together. Use sodium bicarbonate in your creatine for better muscle fullness. Johnny told me he, I'll answer that in a second. Johnny told me, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, for my exercise. He asked if I had my regular wheelchair still, and I said yes. So he told me to just go push my wheelchair around. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to, I have a racing wheelchair, which I haven't used in a long time. I've got to buy a part for it. I can't find a certain part. But have you ever seen triathlon racers? They have those 3-wheeled wheelchairs. Well, I have one of those. So I'm gonna start doing that and start racing. We're practicing that again. Lose my weight real quick, especially when it's 110 degrees outside here and I'm doing it. Hi Eddie, hi chatters. Y'all can do this. Thank you, Snooks. Thank you. I got balls. Thank you, Bitta. God Rise of Harley says I have big brass ones, right? So Bree, well, let's see. Thank you. Where was it? You said somebody said something about the black and black and white, or did you delete it? Oh, Bubbles. Did I see the video you sent me? Not yet, Jim Bob. What video did you send me? So to agitate police and resist arrest, like $27 million settlement. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. We're definitely gonna talk about that. Yeah, something about the black and white. I'm not racist by any means, but when it's something, they're talking about racism and how there's not enough black people doing this, and all of a sudden, black people have to be in everything. That's now counter-racist. It's like counterintuitive, right? I can understand it. Okay, more black people need to be in videos. Fine. Let's make it more even. But not to where, when you go to the Golden Globes, like, remember when this whole George Floyd thing started? I told everybody here, watch the Golden Globes, or whatever. I said the next movie awards ceremony, everybody that wins is going to be black. What happened at the Golden Globes? Now think about this. So I'm a little crippled bastard. I don't want people to do shit for me because I'm crippled. Right? And I don't think that's right. So do you think, well, I don't know about these people, but if I was black, I wouldn't want to win an award just because I was black, especially like a movie award. That's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's a no-name I mean, what do you get for winning the award? Oh, my God. Look at this statue. Hoo-hoo, right? So I just think it's bullshit. I think it's all bullshit how they're doing this. It's a double standard type stuff, right? All right, so I haven't read. I had a therapy appointment that I had to do. Kaiser sends me to therapy, so I didn't read none of. I did none of these. I'm not even talking right. I didn't read any of these. So we're gonna read the news together. How about that? I gotta start being more prepared. But I had to catch up on sleep today because the whole time I was in Austin, I did not sleep. As if you guys were with me, you noticed I partied until the bars closed down, and then I came home and even brought you guys back to my hotel, and we partied at the hotel with the chat, and then I hung out with Drunk Uncle afterwards. So we've had a lot of stuff. Oh, speaking of All Lives Matter, so one of the jurors that they had, he actually said the words "All Lives Matter" in court in front of the jury today, which I thought was pretty freaking cool. And gee, I wonder why he didn't get chosen as one of the jurists. What do you guys think? All right, let's do some Jim Jordan. You should get an award because you're that good, not race based. Exactly, Snooks. You know, hey, if the black guy's the better man or the black woman's the better man, then hey, go for it. But I mean, come on, don't just give it to them because of their color. That's racist in some form too, isn't it? Party animal, yeah, with all the crazy people in Austin. All right, here we go. Representative Jordan calls out big tech cancel culture in antitrust hearing. Speaking of, Jeff was talking about Twitter. I don't have a Twitter anymore. It was deleted. I have been deleted off of Twitter just because of who I am. So, go figure. Go figure. All right, Congressman Jim Jordan from Ohio called out big tech's role in perpetuating cancel culture in journalism. In a tweet Friday, the Ohio lawmaker said the biggest threats to freedom are big tech, big media, and big government. And let's play the video. We got it.
With the statement, Mr. Smith, what our democracy depends on is the First Amendment. Not necessarily journalism, fine, it's all part of it as long as they're actually adhering to the First Amendment. Mr. Travis, at the end of your statement, you said, I'm a First Amendment absolutist, and I believe cancel culture intertwined with identity politics is the greatest threat to our country. I could not agree more. Do you have a functioning First Amendment when only one side's allowed to talk? Do you have free speech when big tech, big media, and big government decides what can be said and what can be seen?
No, you don't.
Not at all.
Not at all. And I think that is the major issue that our country is facing today.
Yeah, more important than this broad concept of journalism, which I'm all for, it's the First Amendment, the right to speak and to speak in a political nature and not be censored for speaking out in a political fashion. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shabern said in his opening statement that this bill would have high-quality professional journalism would be able to form in this consortium and cartel. Is Outkick high-quality journalism?
I would like to think so. Some would disagree.
Who gets to decide? Who defines what's high-quality journalism?
Well, I think that's one of the big challenges, is determining what is and what is not high-quality journalism. Some of the most high-quality journalism that we have seen over the years that has been praised has ended up not being true.
Actually, the most highest quality journalism you're going to find is here at EddieBlockFilms, right? Sorry.
And that is why we need such a robust First Amendment in general, so that our battles, the marketplace of ideas, is not being artificially constrained, which is what I believe is happening now.
The market's supposed to decide what is and define what is high-quality journalism. The First Amendment decides that, not government. Is that right?
I think that's correct. Yes, sir.
You said something earlier, too. You said, who fact-checks the fact-checkers? Who's supposed to do that?
It's fascinating. In my example, Facebook has flagged 2 different stories at Outkick as disinformation and destroyed our traffic as a result. The first one was linking to the CDC website. We appealed and said, how can you make this determination? The second one, as I said, was pretty straightforward. We linked to a Wall Street Journal editorial from a high-end medical scientist analyzing COVID. Both of those were flagged. We lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue because of Facebook's fact-checking decision. There was no appeals process. They don't even bother responding to us.
But in a general sense, Mr. Travis, isn't it supposed to be the First Amendment that also fact checks the fact? More speech, right? I mean,
yes.
A number of Democrats have quoted Justice Brandeis. Justice Brandeis said, if there is, quote, misinformation or disinformation out there, the answer is not to squelch that and stop that. The answer is to allow more speech to happen, i.e. the First Amendment, correct?
That is the entire theory of Justice Brandeis's view of the First Amendment, and also the entire basis of the marketplace of ideas.
Mr. Shabern, do you think the London Times thought Thomas Paine was a high-quality journalist?
I'm not sure I could answer that. I'm not sure how to respond to that, Mr. Jordan. What I can say is that I represent a vast array of points of view in my membership. Okay. And every one of them has a problem with the marketplace for their content that they invest in greatly. And it's not working for
I'm not saying there's not a problem. I'm all for using antitrust to go after the big tech companies. I'm all for doing 230, something we could do right now. We could repeal 230, take away the liability protection. We could do that right now. If Democrats want to do that, we certainly do. We've introduced that legislation. I'm all for doing that. What I'm nervous about is this alliance between big government and big tech that Mr. Greenwald talked about. But I also want to go to Mr. Greenwald and talk about this other alliance, which I think is just as frightening, and that's the alliance between big tech and big government. Big tech and big government. In your statement, Mr. Greenwald, near the end of it, you said, a mere 2 months after Parler ascended to the top of the charts, members of Congress demanded that Apple and Google remove Parler from their stores and ban any further downloading of the app. We've seen maybe a better example. Just a couple weeks ago, Mr. Greenwald, we saw 2 Democrats send a letter to AT&T telling them to take certain networks off their, not be a carrier for certain networks. And I just want to read something to get your reaction to this. Because Mr. Travis said earlier, Mr. Greenwald, Mr. Travis said, we would all be rightly concerned if government was censoring speech and not big tech. But frankly, it's both. Big government censoring speech too, because we had 2 members, Democrat members of Congress, write to AT&T and they said, we want a specific answer to this question. How many of your subscribers tuned into Fox News, Newsmax, One American News, on Uverse, DirecTV, AT&T TV for each of the 4 weeks preceding the November 3rd, 2020 election? Please specify the number of subscribers that tuned into each channel. So basically tell us who your customers are, how many you have, and what they were watching. Wow. Mr. Greenwald, do you find that a little creepy and frightening like I do?
The time of the gentleman has expired, but the witness may answer the question briefly.
Very briefly, it goes to the heart of the concern that I have, which is I think there's a huge mismatch between the rhetoric that is being offered to justify this bill and what the bill does. If the concern is the failure of local newspapers, then give them the power to negotiate collectively, but not big media, which is so often embedded in the same problems that this committee has discussed.
There you go, guys. Jim Jordan. All right, you guys said you need to circle back, Jen Psaki. All right, here we go. Let me find. I took it away, but let's go back and we'll show you Jen Psaki again. There you go. There's some Jen Psaki for you. We need to circle back. That would be funny. That would be funny, Danny, if she walked out on stage. All right, next one up, Pelosi. Good old Pelosi, right? Of course there's a chance Democrats will overturn GOP election win in Iowa. What the heck does Nancy Pelosi have to do talking about Iowa? House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Democrats are open to challenging the election results in Iowa. Whoa, why? In a press conference on Thursday, Pelosi mentioned that there was a chance Democrats could overturn the state-certified victory of Marinette Miller Meeks. Miller Meeks defeated Democrat Rita Hart by just 6 votes in 2020. Hart has since taken Congress, claiming she identified 22 voters whose ballots were not cast. Oh, wait a minute. So now that it's okay for the Democrats to say that stuff wasn't taken, but not for us to say it, right? Let's see. In Iowa, the votes were counted or recounted, and in some cases recounted again. Now Rita Hart is asking Democrat politicians in D.C. to elect her because the voters of Iowa did not. Pelosi claimed the House Administrative Committee is following the proper protocols to examine the case. I respect the work of the committee. I did see, as you saw in the press, what they decided to, and were following as I read it, the requirements of the law on how you go forward. So really, I find it funny how it's okay for the Democrats to do this, but not for us, right? I don't know. Alright, let's go to the next one. Oh, this guy. Our favorite buddy, Cuomo. Alright. 10 House Democrats call for Cuomo's to resign. Several Democrats took aim at New York Governor Andy Cuomo following his nursing home scandal and multiple sexual harassment. Now, wait a minute. They didn't do anything during just they didn't care about it when it was just the nursing home stuff. Who cared? They didn't care at all about the nursing home shit. But now all of a sudden, all these sexual allegations, now they want to start doing it, right? Now they want to start doing it. So it said the list included state representatives such as Jerry Nadler, AOC, Sean Patrick Maloney, and the New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio called for him to resign. Read my statement calling for the resignation of Governor Andrew Cuomo. The governor and his team have been trying to cover up the truth, de Blasio noted. Isn't that a general tactic for Democrats? Let's cover up the truth. Let's cover it all up. I mean, we've gotten report after report of purposeful efforts to cover the facts that the public deserves. We saw it with the nursing homes, but yet you didn't care. We saw it with Tappan Zee Bridge. We're now seeing it with their horrendous efforts by staffers to silence women who are trying to speak their truth. But who cares about the old people, right? Who cares about the old people? So far, 55 state lawmakers and several others have urged embattled governor to resign. Okay, look at this. Here's why I wonder if they're really listening to us, because I haven't looked up diet stuff at all. I've only talked about Johnny doing a diet for me, right? I have not looked up any diet information at all. And why is it all of a sudden I'm getting an ad for how pounds of fat can come out in her poop? You know this is just an ad. All these ones down here, these are just ads. These are just ads. They're listening to us every day. Now here we go about George Floyd. Here's about George Floyd. I can breathe now. Minneapolis to fork over $27 million to George Floyd's family. City reached record-breaking settlement in civil case amid Chauvin jury selection. The city of Minneapolis reached a record $27 million settlement with George Floyd's family on Friday. City council members unanimously approved the civil suit payout after a 40-minute private meeting. This comes after jury selection continues in the criminal trial of Derek Chauvin, the former officer charged with murder in Floyd's death, even though, how far is Merced from Modesto? It's about half an hour, if that. Even though it's pretty sure that, you've seen Skin, even though it's pretty sure that he was high on fentanyl and he overdosed. According to, here it is right now, according to the medical examiner, Floyd had a fatal level of fentanyl in his system at the time. His death sparked violent riots across the nation that amounted to billions in destruction. In the meantime, in addition to the $27 million, Minneapolis is spending $36 million to secure the city during Chauvin's trial. Wow. Didn't they start up an autonomous zone too? And here, let's look this up real quick. Now, so he couldn't breathe, right? What effects are what is called, how does a body, because I asked this question last night, but I'm going to show you proof. How does the body react to a fentanyl overdose? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I spelled it backwards. Either way. Alright. So fentanyl produces characteristic opioid overdose signs and symptoms including decreased level of consciousness, slowed breathing, lack of response to stimulation, and constricted pupils. Peak respiratory depression can occur in 5 minutes or less. A rapid response is imperative. Imperative, right? But no, the cop killed him. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, that did not look good, holding him down by the neck like that, right? I gotta agree with that. You know, maybe that was a little bit overdone, but that's not what killed him. It's the fentanyl and the meth that's in his system because he ate the drugs. And you want to know what's a good way of showing it? I got a video for you. So in 2019, George Floyd was arrested, right? And guess what he did? You gotta watch this video with me. This is the body cam footage from the Minnesota Police Department from 2019. Just wait, the music will, or the audio will kick on in just a second. Just a second.
What are you? 41 traffic. Toby Olson.
Oh, and just so you guys know.
With an unlicensed red Ford Explorer.
So they pulled him over for unlicensed, for not having a license on the truck. But this officer, just so you know, she can arrest me anytime she wants. She can fill me up all she wants. Yeah, Fresno's farther away.
What are you doing? Can you undo your seatbelt, sir? Sir, passenger, can you undo your seatbelt? Go ahead and undo your seatbelt. Please, I don't want to get shot. I don't plan on shooting you. I'm just saying, just take your time. I ain't never seen him. Okay, relax. Just undo your seatbelt. Let her take care of her guy. Just keep your hands out where I can see him. Hey! Let me.
So he's eating the drugs right now.
Keep your hands where I can see him. Okay? Put him up on the dash. Put him on the dash. I'm not going to shoot you. Put your hands on the dash. Put your hands on the dash. The last time I'm going to tell you that. It's simple. He keeps moving his hands around. He won't listen to what I have to say.
Put your hands on
Okay?
your head.
Put them on your head.
Top your head. Okay, man. Open your mouth. Spit out what you got. Spit out what you got. I'm going to tase you. Spit it out. He's eating all
Don't you jerk away from me.
So he just spit it out.
Put your hands behind your That was one yellow pill, boss.
Okay, now slowly coming out.
Hand under
now put your
hand under head.
Okay, relax then. You're not going to get beat up or nothing if you just follow what we're asking you to do.
I apologize, sir, man. I apologize, man. I apologize.
Yeah. Here, come on over here.
All right, guys. So he's apologizing because he wouldn't, because he kept trying to eat the drugs, right? So if he did it right there, maybe he did it again, right? But keep watching. He turns into a little bitch, in my opinion.
What do you got there? Slow down.
Tell her I ain't gonna do it like that, boss man. Tell her I'm gonna do it like that, boss man. Please tell her I won't do it like that. I thought you were just playing. I don't do it, boss. I gotta do it like this, man. Goodness, I'm telling my mama, man. My mama, man, please, man.
Come on, lean back.
I'm not gonna do anything more, bro.
What do you got there?
It's mine right there.
Huh?
It's mine.
Hey, pull back a second. What do you got there?
Man,
what do you got there?
Please, man, cause I got my paper.
I got something in here. He's got.
Take me to my car, man.
Hang
Please,
on.
man. Please, somebody help me,
Hang
man.
on.
Oh my God, man. Damn, man.
Is there anything in
No,
here?
listen, man. Let's go. I got rough this up like this, man. No, man, y'all wrong, man.
Was there anything in it? Okay.
They're telling him to act like a man.
I don't know pills on me.
All right.
I don't know pills on me. I take pills. I want to just
I said I can tell you, boss. I'm Excelsior. That's where I'm at with it. I can get the bottle. I can take the bottle with you, man. I think you get the whatever y'all need. Whatever y'all do, I can do it, man. Hey, man. He's got a whole bunch of cash on him, too. So if you want to get an envelope, I'll put that in there. Hey, relax. I work, man. I'm a boss, man. I work at this office, man. I ain't saying about taking your money. I'm pulling it out right now. I hope it depends on me. Man. Maybe Mose has something in his car.
Just wait for it. It gets better.
Okay. All right. You look crying. No, that ain't right, man. I'm just gonna grow up, man. And where y'all gonna do that, man? Y'all with me so bad, man.
Have a seat.
Y'all with me so bad, man.
Have a seat.
Let's take this one.
Have a seat. All the way in. I gotta get all the way in there.
He's crying.
Slide on over. I know you're a big man. You're gonna have to slide in. You're gonna have to slide in. He didn't have any ID on him. Yeah.
Now, if you're a good enough drug dealer, why, who's smart enough, who's stupid enough to drive around with no license plate while you got drugs in your pocket? Watch this.
There's a bunch of stuff in here.
Look at those baggies. Look at that thing full of just baggies. That's a lot of drugs in there, I bet.
Bunch of powder, I don't know what exactly all it is in there.
That was on
Bunch
his
of
seat.
pills. Yeah, it was on the seat where he was. Yeah, I think so. I'm just gonna grab this for now. I was looking for some ID, and then this was.
The second coming of Jesus. Yeah, Matt, I saw
on the
that.
seat. I don't know what's all.
The passenger seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, she can arrest me anytime she wants.
Your ID in here at all? Is your ID in here?
When's your birthday?
I'm just gonna see if there's any ID here real quick, and we'll just take it back.
What's even worse is
George?
Yeah.
You George Floyd?
Yep.
Date of birth 10/14/73?
Is that in the bag?
Yeah. Okay.
because they let him out. They let him out because of the politician.
All together for now.
But I mean, how much more proof do you need? His name was right there in the bag. His paperwork was in the bag with the drugs.
Was this another guy then? Was this his? Yeah, I know. I was just getting off the hood, so I went. You want me to take the truck back and search it? I got a whole bunch of stuff in this right here for now.
Yeah, he was eating it and everything.
Well, he can't eat all that. He was whatever. I know.
There's pills. You want to take pictures of this now or wait?
We'll just wait. I got the one thing. We got enough pills and different other stuff.
Four right there. And then
yeah, I'll just take it on back and. Yeah.
Alright, take it back and just leave it like that.
Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Take photos, everything, and.
So here's what I don't get: why the cops can drive the car to the station? I thought you have to have it towed, but maybe it's different in Minnesota. Jim Bob, you can tell me, you are an officer. Can you drive that car back to the station like that?
Yeah.
See, he's crying.
George, listen to me. Listen to me. I need you to relax. We are not going to jail right now, okay? So I need you to relax.
Is that the judge doing that to him, or is he just being a little bitch? Hey, you're supposed to have a toad, huh? Maybe that's why he got off, because they moved the vehicle like that. Like, they just left a bag of drugs on the dashboard. That's probably wrong too, right? That's what I thought, Jim Bob. Thank you for that. That's probably why he didn't go to jail for it. Yeah, so this has to be why he probably didn't get in trouble, as much trouble, maybe. They got a lot of the stuff thrown out, probably.
George, relax.
Dude, the lady cop's telling you to chill out, because you're acting like a little bitch.
When was the last time you were arrested?
I wish we could read that screen.
George. When was the last time you were arrested?
It doesn't look like he has a big rap sheet, if that's it. Oh, never mind.
Look at me. George.
Well, because she's looking at us. See, she's looking at the picture and asking him to look at her so she can make sure it's him. Oh, I got 3 downturns. I guess
you want them both right now?
Today.
Yeah, take them both in there and I'll give Scotty a hand or whatever.
Alright, George, step out. Come on. Yeah, I got him.
Okay, let's get going here. Hang on one second.
We have the driver, you guys have the pass.
Correct.
Yeah, I took photos. I got bags, gloves, and stuff on the dash here, Sergeant. I took those photos, those tablets, so you can recover those. What's that? Work on whatever. Chill out. You're making a big thing out of nothing. Okay?
This is George Floyd. I'll take over.
Come on, let's go. Like I said, you're not making, at this point, it's not a big deal. You're making it bigger than it is. Wait until you find out what's going on before you start getting all upset. This way, to the right. We'll go left here.
Keep going.
Yeah, he looks pretty tall.
Come on over here and have a seat. Hold that up for a second. Come on over here and have a seat right here. Let me switch those around, okay? All right.
This came out October 15, 2020.
Bring your hand around front. Have a seat.
Did they really bidet?
Stick your...
Or bidet?
Sir, put your arm through there. Let me have your other hand.
They just locked him to the pole. Alright. But there you go, guys. So there is proof that George Floyd likes to ingest the drugs so that way he doesn't go to jail, right? But the reason we're watching this is because the judge has said that they asked if they could use this video in court to prove that he likes to eat drugs in order to not go to jail. And they actually approved this video to be shown during trial. So the video's out there, so that's why we watch it right now. That's why we watched it right now. So yeah, that's George Floyd. That's George Floyd. We watched that one. Let's see. Let's go to this one. I haven't read this one yet either, so like I said, I haven't watched the news yet, guys. And I can't say we saw it maybe banned TV, probably. Let's see. DOJ prosecution and Capitol attack is largest in American history. According to federal prosecutors who discovered new information in a court filing Friday, 100 more people are expected to be charged in the Capitol riot. The documents were filed as part of a conspiracy case which involved 9 alleged associates of paramilitary group known as the Oath Keepers. The DOJ has requested a 60-day delay in the case by citing its complexity and massive amount of potential evidence. This came from after newly sworn-in Attorney General Merrick Garland took the oath of office Thursday, and less than an hour later, the nation's top cop received an FBI briefing on the probe of the January 6th breach. Gee, oh shit, I'm sorry, you're watching me again. Sorry. But gee, go figure, right? Go figure. As soon as the liberals all want us to go to jail, right? If you're a Republican, you should go to jail. They don't want the Republicans out. Let's see. FBI Director Christopher Wray pledged to put the agency's resources towards prosecuting acts of violent extremism. And Garland promised the same during his Senate confirmation hearing. However, Garland also took heat for shying away from the labeling 2020 Portland riots, unlike the Capitol breach, as domestic terrorism because the courthouse was not in operation at the time. He said both were serious crimes, but believed the Capitol protests carried more weight and were a core attack on our democratic institutions. Oh, yeah. However, during his address to the DOJ, Garland said norms require like cases to be treated alike. He stated that there not be one rule for Democrats and another for Republicans, one rule for friends and another for foes, one rule for the powerful and another for the powerless, one rule for the rich and another for the poor, or different rules depending on one's race or ethnicity. The prosecution in the Capitol attack is expected to be the largest in American history. Wow. Just crazy. Just crazy. Alright, what's next up on our list for news today? Oh, we get one that I get to play. Sittler, the Chauvin trial is a disaster. I haven't seen this either yet, so let's watch this one.
Jury select. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico.
Are you serious? OAN is now giving us freaking
We've got car
advertisements.
insurance here and home insurance.
I guess OAN is giving us advertisements now, guys. What a bunch of BS. Let's see. I'm not going to jail. I did nothing wrong. Couldn't believe they were letting someone live stream in the jail. Where did they let somebody live stream in the jail at? Are you talking about what we just watched? That's not the jail. That's from the cops. That's from the police officers. Body cam.
Amid ramped-up calls for a change in venue. Here's One America's Jack Posobiec.
All right, we are excited to welcome back to One America News. It's Colonel Kurt Schlichter, author, senior town hall columnist, and trial attorney. Kurt, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So we're now on day 4 of the jury selection process in the Derek Chauvin trial. This is the trial over the death of George Floyd. We've talked about the jurors saying that they feel threatened, that they feel that mobs might come to their house. If their names are leaked, they don't feel safe. If they vote for acquittal. Kurt, what do you think about this whole process, about what's going on there in Minneapolis in this courtroom?
I think it's a procedural disaster, Jack. I think it's a disgrace. The fact that this trial is being held in Minneapolis, a town that burned down, a town where they actually have to have 2,000 infantrymen surrounding the courthouse to keep it from being burned down, is reason enough to change venue. And of course, you have jurors coming in saying, "Hey, man, I'm afraid I'm going to get attacked." But that's okay. That's okay with our power structure because they don't really care about guilt or innocence. And I'm not giving an opinion on this guy's guilt or innocence. A guy died. There are procedures you have to go through that address it. But I don't see how he gets a fair trial. And everyone gets a fair trial. Everyone gets a fair trial, whether you like him or not. The establishment doesn't feel that way. They want to sacrifice him on some sort of altar of political correctness. And that's just un-American, and it's a disaster.
Now, it's interesting that I had the same question. So could it be a potential strategy on the behalf of Chauvin's defense team to not move for a movement of the venue yet? Could it be something, a card they're waiting to hold, see what kind of jury they draw in the first place, or something they're trying to set up on the appellate issue?
Well, I believe they've already made the request to change it. And that is, you can't sit on your rights. So the simple fact is that he will, they've already made it. The court has turned it down. I'm not sure whether they should do an appeal now or wait till later, hold that in their pocket. But I would think it was malpractice if they didn't move for a change of venue. And I think that they did, but I don't know for sure. But the fact is that the district attorney itself should have said, hey, he can't get a fair trial here. Destroying the faith in our judicial system is, talk about a short-term high. It's like taking a meth hit. Yeah, we put this guy in prison without all these niceties. But over the long term, your teeth rot. And over the long term, It destroys you. Over the long term, the destruction of our justice system will destroy our country. And it will not, and the guys who are cheerleading it now are not going to like what comes in its place. And it never starts, Jack, with the quote-unquote good guys. It starts with a quote-unquote bad guy. A guy, well, he's probably guilty. It doesn't matter. We can cut corners, due process. He doesn't need it. I mean, he's a bad guy. It's been decreed. And then it becomes, well, he's not quite as bad as the last guy, but he's still bad. And then it becomes, there's no justice at all. There's just power. And you and I both served in places where, power ruled instead of law.
Kurt Schlichter, always a pleasure. Where can people go to get more access to you and access to your writings?
Well, you want to go to townhall.com. I have articles every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I have a great one on the senility of Joe Biden today. Follow me on Twitter at Kurt Schlichter, and check out me on Locals, the Schlichter Arena. There's all sorts of good stuff going on.
All right, we don't need to give this guy any more junk. But, yeah. So, that's why I showed you guys the video here of George Floyd eating the drugs, because look at this. You see George Floyd has a habit of eating drugs when he gets pulled over, and then he dies from fentanyl and unable to breathe, and yet the city gives his family $27 million. You know what? No, my family doesn't need money. I wouldn't die for my family, but heck, let the cop beat my ass a little bit. I'll take just $1 million. Just kick my ass a little bit, right? Oh wait, they dropped me down the steps. I'm not getting any money, and I'm a cripple guy, right? Anyways, and I'm a fat cripple guy at that. So when I fall harder. I gotta say, because everybody calls me fat, but not for much longer. Because like I said, Johnny Yuma is hooking me up with the awesome diet. He's gonna make me nice and skinny in a couple, like half a year to a year. You're gonna see skinny Eddie. You think the girls like me now, just wait till then. So, if you want Eddie right now, you better get him before he gets skinny. That person's not here right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Rest in peace, Joe Rogan. I'm not being a troll. It's actually true. What are you talking about? Did something happen to Joe Rogan? I gotta look that up real quick. Boop, 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 boop. No, nothing happened to Joe Rogan. Nope. They did kill him, though, I'd have to say. I mean, I don't know. I want to see the case. I'm going to watch the whole trial every day. And we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. Who is Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves, and what does he have to... Voting access and state water. Alright, let's watch this anyways. I don't know what this is about, but we're going to watch it. Something to do with Mississippi Governor.
You're right. That's a fifth floor problem.
Another freaking ad, really?
Not in my house.
Remember when, I shouldn't be saying anything because I think I have ads on my stuff too, don't I? That's how I make money, is the ads. Very little money, but I'm always looking skinnier, Eddie. Actually, I've actually been gaining weight quite a bit the last couple weeks. I've been eating too much and drinking on the show, which is not going to happen anymore. All right, should be over. Where's the sound?
I want to welcome Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves to the program. Hi, Governor. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. So Congress, as we just saw, they passed that sweeping, very pricey COVID relief bill along party lines. Many Republicans have said it's unnecessary since there's money left over from the previous relief bill. Does your state have a lot of money left over, and how do you plan to use this next round of funds?
Well, there's no doubt that this is a Democrat wish list that is cloaked in virus relief. Less than 9% of the $1.9 trillion actually goes to deal with the pandemic. And it is baffling to me that every Democrat has decided that they're going to use this opportunity to put our kids and our grandkids $1.9 trillion more in debt when there's over $1 trillion left over from the bipartisan relief plans that have been passed, 5 of them, within the last year. And so there's been remarks about this being a blue state bailout. There's no doubt that for the first time out of all of these relief bills, they're not splitting up the money that's going to states based upon our population, but they're doing it based upon the unemployment rates in these various states. The reason they're doing that is because more money goes to the blue states where they have shut down their economies, and less money is going to the red states. And I just find that horrible, horrible policy.
And so as far as the money you're getting for your state, are you going to be using a lot of it? What's the sole, I guess, what's the majority of the money that you're going to be using it? Is it going to be going towards unemployment benefits, or if you can just elaborate on that?
Well, there's no question that unemployment benefits will take up a large portion of this as these benefits have been extended. But keep in mind, Jennifer, in our state, we actually have more people working today than we had working the day that we received our first positive case of the coronavirus. The fact is that we have opened up our economy. We've, in fact, never really shut down. We haven't had statewide mask mandates in effect here since the middle of the summer. We have no restrictions left on private businesses in our state. And because of that, our economy is roaring back. In fact, our total revenues at the state level, we're up over $500 million in additional revenue this year compared to what the experts had projected. That's because our economy is open up, and our businesses are doing well, and our people are doing well. And that's the reason that we say that the $350 billion that's being spent to bail out blue states doesn't make sense.
Well, and you kind of just bring me to my next question. Your decision to lift some COVID restrictions, it was described by Biden as Neanderthal thinking. Did that criticism at all impact the way that you've been governing since? And since rolling back some of those restrictions, what sort of response have you received from the people of your state?
Well, the people of Mississippi are very excited with the decisions that I have made. And honestly, when President Biden called all of us that live in Middle America Neanderthals, it really reminded me of the day that Hillary Clinton called all of us that live in Middle America deplorables. In our state, we believe we should trust Mississippians and trust Americans, not insult Americans by calling them names. Fact is, we know that if we are smart, if we go into crowds and have not been vaccinated, that we can still wear a mask. We don't have to have the government telling us what we can and cannot do. Those that are higher risk of transmission and those who are at higher risk of hospitalization can continue to make the decision to protect themselves, and they should. I've encouraged those in that category to do just that, to wear a mask. But keep in mind, last week in America, we averaged 2 million vaccinations per day. In Mississippi on Friday, we did 29,000. We're a little bit less than 1% of the American population. And on that day, we did over 40% more vaccinations than the average state. And so when you are working hard to get vaccines in arms, while at the same time you're seeing significantly less transmission, our total transmission in Mississippi today is about 40% below the national average on a per capita basis. And so when those two things are occurring, when you're managing the pandemic, it makes sense to back off of what few restrictions we had in place.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com.
Very interesting, huh, guys? Huh? What do you think? Oh my gosh. I shouldn't tighten my mic up so much. I gotta figure out a way to put my mic, my speaker face coming off the side of me, because my speakers are from there, so I turn the mic that way. I gotta turn it back. And I lock it in place. Now I forget. All right. Now, there used to be a rapper named Mike Jones, right? And every song he had, he would always say, Mike Jones, Mike Jones. I wonder if I can get away with playing it for like 2 seconds. Crooked Nose Media is live. Let's see. I wonder if this is it.
You lie.
they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all.
Nope, I'm gonna get in trouble. I won't play it. You guys wanna? We haven't watched the gas station encounters for a while. Let's see if they got a new gas station encounters. There we go. We got it coming up here. We're gonna pick one out. Let's go check it out. Hip hop is dumb. I like a little bit of all kinds of music, to be honest with you. What's going on in Minneapolis? I don't know. We'll look in a second. We shall look in a second. Underwear won't stop a fart. Oh, they got a new one, the Pennywise Penny picture. Let's go to videos. It's a fave trip. Hopefully it's not the other guy. We'll watch this, then we'll look up Minneapolis. That's loud.
Ooh, look at all these delicious options. What do I want? I don't know. It's gonna be a tough decision. Ooh, gum. What kind of gum do I want? I just can't decide. I think I'll go with the extra. And, ooh, nobody's looking at me. Definitely too busy right now. And, ooh, candy. I think I want some candy, too. Ooh, I think I'll take one of those. Yes. And, ooh, what do we got here? Oh, hey, yeah, thank you. I would definitely take that money. I gotta buy something while I'm in here. And, you know what? Oh, there's a cashier. Maybe I should get a delicious beverage. Ooh, I think I want a vitamin water. Ooh.
So she grabs the decoy, then goes back for the vitamin water that she really wants, the XXX, and she's going to put that into a secret thief pocket that she has inside of her jacket. Yeah, that's right. She's got a designated secret pocket to steal stuff, and she's standing there holding on to the Focus, but she has no intention on buying the Focus vitamin water, so she's going to make her way back to the cooler. She's going to open up that door, and instead of putting it back properly, she's just going to lay it in there, and she's going to adjust her thief jacket, and she's going to start flipping through the money that her friend gave her. Always a good idea to have money in your hand, make it look like you're a paying customer. Now, she's pretending like she's not looking back to see if there's any witnesses, but there is one, so she's going to pretend like she's looking at the chips over here, leaning back, you know, she's got some back pain. She's going to stretch, then love tap her friend, and she's going to start looking at the candy again because she's not done yet, so she's holding onto her back still, you know, she's got back pain, and she's going to do an awkward little dance stretch combo. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing, but apparently the pain's gone now. She's going to tug her jacket, and she spotted the Mentos. So she's going to thief scratch her back real quick before she hunches over, and she's going to grab 1 Mentos and 2 Mentos. Then she's going to jump back in line like a normal paying customer, and she's going to separate the 2 Mentos, and the one in her right hand's just going to swoop, disappear. So now she's got 1 Mentos in her hands, and she's going to pretend like she's looking at chips, adjust her jacket for the 18th time, and she's going to continue standing in line while looking for cameras. And there's a camera, and that's a camera. Dang, there's a lot of cameras in here, but she's looking at all the wrong cameras. So she's going to follow behind her friend in line, start flipping around that Mentos, and she's going to admire the wide selection of fresh fruits and vegetables that Fave Trip now offers. You heard me right. Fresh fruits and vegetables now at Fave Trip. And it's her turn now. Hey, give me a pack of Newports, and how much is this? Oh, $1.09? Yeah, okay, that's way too expensive for me. And, oh, what do we got here? No, I don't want the short ones. Give me the tall ones, please. And, oh, yep, take that, and, hope he didn't see me just slip that in my pocket. No, what, you know what, I don't want the Newports anymore, actually. Can you give me the Cools instead? Third time's a charm. Always a good idea to get the cashier to turn their back to you when you're trying to shoplift something off the front counter. So he slips the Cools under the window and grabs the money so he can finish cashing her out, and she's going to turn around. Oh, hey there, sir. How you doing today? You didn't see me slip that bottle in my pocket earlier now, did you? Whoa, look at all that cotton candy. You can eat all that? Wow, that's a lot. All right, ma'am, here is your change, $3.37. And what happened to that other pack of Mentos you grabbed? Oh, it was too expensive. I didn't want it. No, I'm not talking about that one. Well, I only grabbed one. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, ma'am, get over here. Oh, my gosh, this is ridiculous. Why would I steal? Look at all my money. Ma'am, I'm not playing around. I saw you take 2 of them. No, I did not. Don't lie to me. I saw you steal them. Well, you're seeing things then, because I didn't take anything. All right, we'll just have the police handle it then. I'm not playing around with you.
That's not necessary. Here you go. I'm sorry about that. I totally forgot I had those in my pocket. Whew,
That was a close one. And while I'm over here, I think I'll just take a complimentary cup of ice to go with the beverage that he didn't see me steal. Sucker. So she grabs her cup of ice, and you need to grab a lid, obviously. You don't want to spill that vitamin water all over. So she grabs that lid. She's going to put it on real tight, and obviously you got to suck that down with something. So she's going to reach back there, grab her straw, and she's going to make her merry way towards the door. And just like that, free gum, free vitamin water, free candy, and free CBD spray for that back. She gone!
She gone!
If you know this thief, let her know that she needs to turn herself into the local authorities so we can properly have her charged with theft for stealing too many things to name.
All right, there you go. You guys got your shebang going on. All right, let's look what happened. Let's see what happened actually in Portland last night, because we ended off before it was all done. So let's see what they actually did. That was 20 hours ago. Let's watch it. Oh, this is Tucker Carlson. Uh-oh.
Don't call it a violent white supremacist insurrection, but last night in Portland, Oregon, a group of angry white people attacked a federal courthouse and set it on fire. Of course, they were from Antifa, so it doesn't count. By the way, there are still people inside the building when they set it on fire. So how did this start? As if they need a reason to break things and set buildings on fire. But in this case, it was Portland's mayor, the profoundly beta Ted Wheeler, announcing that he's seeking $2 million for police funding. Radio host Jason Rantz oversees the Pacific Northwest and the lunacy there for us. He joins us now. Jason, thanks for coming on. So will you just put a little more meat on these boats? Why were they so mad?
So in part because of what you just said, that the mayor of Portland has decided to put more funding or try to get more funding to the police department that they defunded. They got rid of the gun violence reduction team. And since then, there's been a rash of deadly shootings. They're on pace to have another historic year. But on top of that, on Monday night, the federal government took down the boards and the fencing around the federal courthouse, which meant Antifa now had a reason to go ahead and attack it again. So they quickly tried to put up those boards before the Antifa violence. The Antifa members showed up, took them all down, burned them, and caused the traditional amount of chaos that they do. And of course, in Portland, like so many other cities where this happens, the media there, for the most part, are calling riots demonstrations, and they're calling domestic terrorists simply protesters.
So did hundreds of federal agents swoop in, grab everybody's cell phone, throw hundreds into prison, shoot unarmed people in Portland as they tried to burn a courthouse?
No, there was one arrest, which actually tells you, is rather instructive of a number that, based on what happened last night, only one person gets arrested. It's because in Portland, like in Seattle and other places, police officers aren't able to do their jobs.
Amazing. Jason Rantz, thank you for that.
There you go. All right, let's look at Minnesota. Hey, what's going on with Polish with us today?
Let's get going.
Okay.
Let's get going.
We are walking now from my sister condominium, and you see they have a lot of condominiums here. All the
Let's see what she's doing. I'm just gonna fast forward this stuff.
basically
Wow, he's wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat in Poland. I love it.
You got over there German machine guns. That's mean this is explaining about the Second World War. The German came with the big technology, and
Pause. I gotta change the battery, Dad. So you're gonna take it from.
All right, let's look at what's going on in Minnesota. Let's see what's going on live in Minnesota. They got a railroad live feed? Okay, nothing there. Didn't they, autonomous zone. There we go, I don't even have to spell it. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go live. Live now. Watch Astronaut Spacewalk. You want to watch Astronaut Spacewalk? Let's see what's going on live with Astronaut Spacewalking. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that the Earth is flat? Is this live? I guess it is live, huh? Let's see what they were doing earlier. Oh, won't let me. Oh well. All right. How does that have to deal with Minneapolis? Oh, our autonomous zone. Okay, let's look up Minnesota, Minneapolis, and live. Somebody's got to be filming live in Minneapolis. The heck was that? Meteor radio echoes from Minneapolis. Live police scanner, Duluth, Old Central, vehicle pursuit, felony traffic stop.
See if I can get up there before it's over. Thanks for jumping on. I'm trying to catch up to it. I'm about 4 minutes away from it right now.
Oh, never mind. Lakeland PDS. Duluth Bridge Cam. Hey, let's do a muck love or whatever they call it.
What's up, Wes Fanning? Pulled some nice cards today. I can see if Voltify posted that.
How does this dorky dude have more followers than I do? That's weird. Live chicken, hungry hens, live trick. Is there really a live chicken streaming freaking channel? Oh my gosh. There is. Oh my gosh. Now you can feed us treats by sending super chats from anywhere in the world. Treats are automatically dispensed by a feeder. 1 super chat equals 1 treat. Is that for real? I'm sorry, I'm too cheap to even try it. I'm too cheap to even try it. Let's see. There's nothing going on live in Minnesota, I guess. What's this one?
I'm gonna drive study.
Okay, just real quick. Can you guess what side this person's gonna be on? Let's just guess.
Is he seizing? He's fighting.
Stop struggling. Stop it. Stop struggling. Stop struggling. Stop struggling. Stop struggling. Stop struggling. Then stop struggling.
Salute, Nicolette. My bad. I didn't mean to not say hi.
Stop struggling.
Alright, what do you guys prefer? I never put myself in the corner. Well, hardly ever, right? I notice every time I go to somebody, they always got their little face in the corner. I don't think y'all want to see my face. I don't know. But I'm not seeing nothing from there. Nothing. Well, I'm talking bad again. I'm not seeing anything from there. Scanner feed, Disneyland webcam, Rocky Mountain channel. I almost went to it thinking it was Rob's Rocky Mountain. Nothing. The Veteran News Network. I've never seen this before. That's interesting. Let's see what the top live videos are. Let's go live. Let's see what top live streams are right now. Live from the E stream. Is there a... Let's remind. Live now. Linus Tech Tips. Wildcat Glitch. Pokemon games. Wow. 3,000 people are watching this guy Pokemon stuff. What is this all about? He's not even...
Thank you very much for the 550, dude. Love the dad look, Nogla. The beard be poppin'. Appreciate you, man. It's actually the director look because I'm the director of Alpha Betas.
You're the director of Alpha Betas? You don't look like an alpha.
All right, folks.
What is this all about?
Let's have a stream review,
This guy has
shall we?
7.31 million
Long
subscribers.
stream. It's been a long stream, but hey, I think it's been a good stream. I think it's been we've had a haunted printer, lots of stuff. It's been
Just for Pokemon? Wow. I don't get that. I don't get it. But I guess so. Let's see what else is going on. Relaxing music? No. Jennifer Lopez and A-Rod have reportedly broken up. Oh, I can hook up with Jennifer Lopez again? None of this stuff. I don't see anything interesting in any of this stuff. Do you guys? UFC post-fight. Just chatting. Gamers have a lot of stuff going on. I'm not seeing anything worth watching, guys. Oh, wait, you want to... Oh, you guys keep telling me to watch furries. All right. Let's look up furries. This is at 1.3 million. It's a Vice, though. I don't want to watch a long old Vice. Here we go.
Hey, bros, my name's... Oh, wrong intro.
Hey, I like the Macarena. Did you really?
Who is here at Rent First for the first time?
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Welcome! Welcome! Here. And who has never been to a convention before?
What's with the dude with the blue hair?
Good. Who was particularly excited last night? Yes, me too. As a matter of fact, I was so excited that, oh my God, I can't sleep, I'm so excited. And then still 3 more hours to go before I have to get up and catch the bus. And then
yeah, you gotta catch a bus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pedophiles enter a room, right? I mean, is this not like pedophilia central? What are these disgusting furry cringe moments? I officially developed AIDS while watching this. Okay, let's finish watching it.
I can finally fall asleep. And then I look again at the watch. The bus left about 1.5 hours ago. Because I forgot to turn the switch of my alarm to on. I know. We'll laugh about it. I mean, I'll laugh about it.
Hey guys,
at least
I'm
this
at
one's
my
a girl.
sister's bus stop right now to pick her up from school. Normally I don't talk in suit, but since no one's around, I'm just doing it for this video.
You got a nice booty too. Great, I'm gonna get a copyright strike now for this watch. The kid's all scared as shit. Oh, maybe not.
Wait, you're all in a blue window?
That little kid's gonna beat him up. And this thing has 1.7 million views. Almost 1.8.
Come here, she. Come here, she. What? I don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. Tape.
I guess
She's a
so.
big furry creature. Her name is Paul. She's a big furry type creature.
No, she made that all herself. From the ground up, she made the whole thing. Yes. Yep, she made the entire...
Her hair was sticking out.
Greetings all you maniacs out there, my name is Manic Grimes, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a rant vlog on people who hate furries. Why do you hate us? Okay, now you're probably wondering, why the hell is he talking into whatever that is? It's a microphone. I made a makeshift pop protector.
He just pick his nose?
But, it's just so stupid to me how people can hate furries. Isn't being different a good thing? Normality is kind of bizarre if you think about it.
This is what
If we
fluoride
were
does
all
to
the
people?
same, then the world would be fucked. Difference.
Hey,
makes a
drunk uncle, I
difference.
think we found another virgin.
And
Yeah, he definitely Antifa.
I had a friend that wasn't a furry, and I am, and we were friends for a long time, and when I told him I was a furry, he stopped being friends with me.
No way.
Really? Yeah, I noticed the glare too. Hopefully this pop protector works. But
Oh no!
Darren.
Oh no!
I want to tell you guys something.
Oh no!
It's something weird. And it is not sexual. Well, me and my friends aren't like it. It's not the sexual kind of thing. But
Yeah, because
I
nobody
am
wants to
furry.
have sex with you.
Yeah. I have a club at my school, Jackson Elementary, where
Well, wait a minute, is that a
me,
girl or a
my
guy?
friend, I'm going to protect the names of the innocent, so I'm just going to call them Luna,
I'm guessing
Celeste,
that's a girl.
Hades, Cameron, and Kayla. So all of them are in a club with me.
Peter Pumper.
Oh wait, and there's also Jason.
Why did you guys make me watch this again?
They're in a club, and we're called the Furry Friends. We're all furries. We all have a designated character. I, personally, am either a wolf or a fox.
I'm guessing it's a girl.
All the single furries, 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 all the single furries. Now put your paws up. I'm just a pop-up, don't know how to stop. I'm shaking my own little
Okay, what furry is not single? I'm sorry. They're all single.
tail. Decided to whack, had to beg, you didn't even notice me. I'm down here, you're up there, don't pay me any attention. I fold my ears, face my fears, think you are too good for me. Cause if you liked it, then you should have put a leash on it. If you
Reasons I am better than you at furry. Look at this. $2,000 plus fursuit. You wish you could own something as good as this. This helps me become popular in furry, which is the most important thing, because you gotta remember, furry is basically a high school popularity contest.
Weren't you the one that told me to watch this, drunk?
And being popular is the most important.
Alright, let's see. What do they call this? National Geographic actually did a thing on them. Okay, weird. What do you call weird fads? Is that what these are called? Nostalgic items that could have killed you in the 70s. This will be interesting.
Sometimes it seems like the 1970s were one big party. From Saturday Night Fever to Earth, Wind, and Fire. But the decade wasn't all harmless fun.
I grew up in the 1970s, which might seem like ancient history to some people, but that decade was filled with things that could have killed us.
CBS Sunday correspondent Mo Rocca shares his...
Tide Pods. The weirdest food trends in history. This would be interesting.
Some strange foods take the internet by storm, but leave you wondering exactly how or why you're supposed to eat them. It's not just the Instagram age that has seen all these weird fads popping up. For decades, the collective consciousness has been captivated by the next new thing when it comes to food, and some of it is just downright bizarre. Congealed salads. There are a few words that should probably never be used to describe food, and congealed is one of them. But back in the 1930s, congealed salads were all the rage. You could put almost anything in a mold with some Jell-O. Whether or not you actually should do it is another story. But it was the Great Depression, and people were looking for just a little bit of hope and sunshine wherever they could find it. If you thought congealed salads ended when the Depression did, you are sadly mistaken. Congealed salads graced the inside of cookbooks in the 1960s and 70s as well.
To give your salads a holiday look, start with Jell-O.
Even weirder, they seem to be making a comeback today, with everything from SpaghettiO aspics with Vienna sausages in the center to Jell-O molds filled with everything but the kitchen sink floating around on Instagram. Be wary of anything called a surprise loaf at the next event you attend, but honestly, that could describe any of these dishes. Glitter coffee. Glitter, even edible glitter, isn't new, but it wasn't until 2017 that news broke that coffee shops had started using edible glitter to jazz up their cappuccinos. Now Instagrammers are even adding edible glitter to their coffee at home. Why? Because it's all about the presentation. Information on whether or not the glitter gets stuck in your insides as relentlessly as it gets stuck everywhere else isn't included in the menu description. Freeze-dried astronaut food. For decades, it didn't get any cooler than being an astronaut. We were obsessed with the idea that we could blast into space and float among the stars, so it's not entirely surprising that once we figured out we didn't even have to leave Earth to eat like an astronaut, we were totally down with that.
You should try Space Food Sticks for good nutrition and lasting energy in a chewy, tasty snack food.
According to Gizmodo, it was in the 1960s that mass media was running with the idea that freeze-dried astronaut food was going to be the way of the future. It was space-saving, economical, and efficient. Even better, it was cool. If you didn't have freeze-dried ice cream at least once during your childhood, you were seriously missing out. And you need to get some. This particular trend may not have taken off like the media predicted, but you can still pick up some freeze-dried foods just for nostalgia's sake. Or, you know, if you're a doomsday prepper.
One of my favorites is freeze-dried chicken.
I love this. I mean, this is the ultimate high-tech prepper food.
Rainbow and galaxy foods. Thanks to social media, we're developing all kinds of food trends that hinge on appearance rather than just on taste. Take a quick glance and you'll definitely find some rainbow food. While there are some things that seem like they were made to be turned into rainbow-inspired creations, others maybe not so much. There's rainbow burgers, rainbow sushi, rainbow grilled cheese, rainbow bagels, rainbow pizza, and even rainbow hot dogs. If savory rainbow food isn't your thing, just look at the trend of galaxy-themed desserts. They look amazing, and they include everything from cakes and cookies to candy apples and lollipops, all decorated to look like something that was plucked right out of the night sky. Between rainbows and your very own starry night, this all brings us to a very, very important question. What will future generations think when they see your Instagram?
No way!
Cheese tea. Quick, think of two types of deliciousness that should absolutely never, under any circumstances, be mixed together. If you said cheese and tea, you'd probably agree with a ton of people, but another ton swear it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Ooh, I actually like it. I do. You never thought this would taste like this.
According to The Independent, this particular trend started in Taiwan. To be more precise, it's iced tea topped with whipped cheese. Does that clarification make it any better? We're not sure. The trend started by using powdered cheese and moved on to incorporate whipped cream cheese. It started to spread outside of Asia by hitting the US and the UK first. Considering how seriously the Brits take their tea, this is pretty much blasphemy. Deep fried everything. There are a lot of incredibly important discoveries that have been made over the course of mankind's existence, and the discovery that you can deep fry pretty much anything set a massive precedent for American food trends in the 21st century. Are we proud of this? We're not sure, but you have to admit the fact that you can deep fry soda is pretty impressive.
Look what you did!
Also on the list of surprisingly friable foods are pizza, Reese's peanut butter cups, Oreos, cheesecake, apples, moon pies, cupcakes, jelly beans, starfish, tarantulas, seahorses, and more bugs than you'd be comfortable thinking about. Also, deep-fried beer ravioli are a thing too, and that's definitely important.
Hey, Billy, can you deep fry your shoes? Hey, no problem.
Hey, drunk uncle, they're talking about deep fried beer for you.
Got nothing to lose.
Thanks for watching. Click the mashed icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know.
Wow. 80s versus 90s. Which decade? 10 of the weirdest things that have happened. Oh, this has got to be good. This one has got to be good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Top 10 Trends. Walmart! I don't typically shop at Walmart unless I'm running low on ridiculous meme clothing for one of my terrible YouTube videos. .com/son of a bitch show. But I know the type of people who do. If you're ever feeling bad about yourself, stay up till about 1 a.m. and head on over to a Walmart and people watch. It's a beautiful and terrible thing, and certainly you'll see at least a portion of the 10 craziest things that happened at Walmart. Number 10, a Walmart wedding. Well, isn't that just disgusting? A couple that first met in a North Carolina Walmart returned to the same Walmart to hold their wedding ceremony. And honestly, if you're looking at pictures of this wedding ceremony, you wouldn't be too surprised. Wayne Bradenberg eventually built up his courage to ask his future wife Susan out on a date. His previous wife had died, and Susan was working at the store after her divorce. She accepted the invitation to a Chinese buffet dinner, ritzy, whatever works, I guess, and each of them brought their 2 grandchildren along for the night so Susan would feel comfortable. Oh, well, they're older, so I guess it's kind of okay. I was gonna say that this is worse than ISIS, but that seems like a mild exaggeration once I found out that they both have grandchildren. Yeah, I mean, you're close to the end of your life. You can do whatever you want. I'm not judging you anymore. Go ahead. Go nuts. You should have your funeral at Walmart, too. Number 9, a phantom kidnapping. It sounds cooler than it actually is. Sorry. A white dad was accused of kidnapping his own biracial daughters when he took them to Walmart. A man in Virginia, whose name is Joseph, claims that cops arrived at his home accusing him of kidnapping his own daughters. Apparently, some nosy busybody piece of jackass motherfucker should have been dead son of a bitch said to Walmart security that Jason's family didn't fit right and that they were going to report it to the police if the security team didn't handle it. You human dumpster fire, you sack of crap, didn't fit right. 'Cause they're black? You know, I initially thought this was racism. If they thought it was racism, unless they were anti-white racists, they would just want the black kids to get kidnapped and killed. So I don't think it's about racism. I think it's the opposite. I think it's that just meddling SJW bullshit where someone feels like the race is off with this family, feels like something's wrong, and they make it their moral obligation to investigate this family and make sure that the government's involved so that no one can just live their lives peaceably and all of a sudden you're accused of kidnapping your own kids. Wonderful. Get gunned down. Number 8. Giving birth. Look, I know any port in a storm, but come on, at this point you should just consider an abortion. A woman gave birth to a baby boy inside a Kansas City Walmart bathroom at around 2:10 p.m. Monica Ledoux is a Walmart employee who said she gave mouth-to-mouth to the newborn baby boy on a bathroom floor shortly after it was born. Apparently, when the baby was born, it was already purple, and it was also born in a Walmart. It was probably trying to suffocate itself because it knew it was being born into a Walmart. It knew it didn't have a future. Apparently, the baby is doing well and is in Colorado Springs and breathing all on its own. Well, that's great. I'm sure this kid has a bright and happy future ahead of him. Thanks, Walmart. And the best part is you can clean up all the afterbirth with all the stuff that's already at Walmart. No need to go to a hospital. Got a dustpan, got a broom, got a mop, got surgical scissors, probably somewhere in there, or at least fabric scissors, and those will do the trick. There you go, Walmart. Good on you. Number 7, cooking meth. This one makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, if I had told you, oh yeah, this guy got accused of cooking meth in a Walmart, you don't really question it whatsoever, and I didn't either. I didn't even bother to go to the source for this one. I just took it off the first list I saw it on. When we think of Walmart, we don't usually think of methamphetamine, is what the article says, but they're wrong, because when I think of Walmart, I immediately think of methamphetamine. And while Walmart isn't exactly a hotbed of methamphetamine usage, okay, 1, just say meth, crystal, something like that. 2, yes it is, it's a Walmart. It's had more than its fair share of involvement with that particular narcotic. This is on Listverse. Who are you trying to impress, Listverse? Seriously, who are you trying to impress? Screw this, I'm going straight to the website they stole this from. A Central Kentucky Walmart is back open after police discovered a meth lab on a customer. A man walked into the bathroom in the Nicholasville Walmart on Wednesday, and employees said the man was inside long enough that they went in to check it out, and they found him passed out on the floor. And he was creating meth in a portable backpack meth lab. That's creative. You know what? He would have been the next Walter White, except he slipped on the afterbirth of that last lady in the bathroom, and it knocked him unconscious. Unfortunate. Could have been a crime kingpin. Number 6, murder. A South Carolina Walmart watched in horror as a man stabbed his wife to death in the store during a heated argument at the bank within the Walmart. Philip Talent was shopping for Christmas lights with his family when he heard the chilling screams. The assailant fled the scene, but cops caught up with him after he wrecked his truck during a getaway attempt. His wife died later at a local hospital. There was blood everywhere, on the ground, on the table, on the wall, comments one shopper. But don't worry, Walmart remained open for business after the grisly slaying. Class! It was the store's decision to stay open after police arrived. They roped off the gore-splattered crime scene and continued about their daily business. They tried to justify it with the Walmart spokeswoman saying, "We did, as requested, close our grocery checkout area to allow police to do their work and provide some level of privacy given the circumstances." Oh, good job, Walmart. Good job doing the bare minimum to treat a human being like a human being. I'm glad you let the police in there and didn't try to sell that woman's corpse for the low price of $9.99. Let me guess, in the moments when her husband was stomping the life out of her on the floor, did you...
This one's definitely boring. Let's see what this is, Drunk Uncle.
If you could visit any time period, which one would you choose? Time travel is a popular topic in entertainment. From Doctor Who to Outlander to Legends of Tomorrow, the reason these stories are so popular is because we all yearn to travel through time. How amazing would it be to witness some of the most profound moments in history? Or if we could go back and warn our past selves about that crazy ex? Stick around until the end to find out which time traveler managed to break into the movies. Before we begin, freeze a moment in time to subscribe to The Richest. While you're at it, give this video a like. If you ever need to talk about the video after it's over, head on over to the community tab and meet some like-minded people. Now here are 10 mysterious time travelers that were caught on tape. If time travelers choose to come to our current era, then they might have a hard time laying low. In fact, with so many cameras around these days, it's truly difficult to remain incognito. With Facebook demanding ID and Google cars taking photos of everything, you can't really come from a different time period and expect to disappear into a crowd. However, it seems that one time traveler was bold enough to make his own video. In 2017, a video went viral and caught the attention of millions. A video of a man who claimed to be from 2028 appeared online, which served as a warning for the rest of us. The time traveler, simply known as Noah, had his face blurred. He claimed that time travel was invented in 2003, but it only became known to the public in 2028. He also told us that Trump will win the 2020 presidential election, and there will be glasses that will be more advanced than Google Glass. Of course, there's the possibility that this is a complete hoax, but it's fun to think about. There's not much else with the video, so we imagine that Noah probably went back to his own time. For the sake of fairness, we'll come out and say that this next video has since been debunked. But for those who really believe in time travel, this video holds out some hope that there is something legit out there. In 1995, Mike Tyson had his first boxing match since being released from behind bars. His opponent was Hurricane Peter McNeely. Keep in mind, this was 1995. While technology was on its way to making some amazing advancements, we still didn't have cell phones, let alone smartphones. We pretty much had point-and-shoot film cameras and camcorders to capture moments. In the recorded footage of the match, people noticed that there was something rather weird in the audience. It looked like there was someone holding up a smartphone and taking photos or videos of the match. People were ecstatic because it looked like we finally had some concrete evidence of time travel. However, the folks at Snopes have a very viable theory as to what the device was. They think it was the Casio QV10A, which was one of the world's first digital cameras to make its rounds. Of course, we can't know for sure what the device was. Plus, if there was a time traveler that was a fan of Mike Tyson, who's to say that they wouldn't travel back to watch this epic match in person? This next one isn't necessarily taped since it's not a video, but it was caught on a roll of photo film. In October 2018, a photo of a Cornwall beach during the World War II era gave a glimpse of what life was like during wartime. The photo was innocent enough and not at all suspicious, but as we know, once a photo hits the internet, it's not only there permanently, but it'll also be seen by millions of eyes. It didn't take long for people to notice that there was something amiss. The photo was taken in September 1943, way before smartphones were even a thing to talk about. While there was some computerized technology during this period, it was not nearly as advanced as what we have today. This is why many people noticed the man in the brown scruffy suit who was looking down at something that looked extremely similar to a smartphone. Let's just say the conspiracy theorists nearly lost their minds. However, skeptics believe that the man was actually just rolling a cigarette. Also, it's hard to say, but who goes to the beach wearing a full suit? While the other beachgoers are dressed appropriately, the man in the suit seems a bit overdressed. In another tell-all video, a man named James Oliver claimed to be from the year 6491. Basically, he's stuck here in our present time because his time machine broke. Considering he's allegedly from thousands of years in the future instead of decades, he probably had a lot to say about things. For one, he mentioned that there are countless more intelligent beings living on other planets, and guess what? They're smarter than humans. He also mentioned that all of the planets are governed by an organized body called the Federation, and that warring between planets is forbidden. This sounds a bit like a page taken from the scripts of Star Trek or Star Wars. To be fair, would it be a huge shock if time travel exists in 6491? Would humans even exist by then? James Oliver was apparently attached to a lie detector system the whole time, and of course, his face was blurred out. Even if it was fake, it's still entertaining and fun to think about a few thousand years into the future. Surely humans would have evolved and changed a bit, so if James Oliver looks just like us, then that's probably the most obvious red flag that this was a hoax. Here's another story of a time traveler caught in a picture, or so we think. If you go through Life magazine's collection of skateboarding through the decades, you might find something interesting in the 1960s section. The 1960s had a specific style that can't be denied. While men's clothing has had similar features throughout the 20th and 21st century, there's something about the 1960s that makes it easily identifiable. So when this photo of a modern-looking skateboarder appeared in Life's archive, people were interested. We know that skateboarding as we know it today started around the 1950s and has been popular ever since. But this guy doesn't look like he's from the 1960s. He looks like he's from the 21st century. Between his polo jeans and sunglasses, he looks like he just posted a selfie on social media. While there's no other photo of him to see if it was just the angle we're seeing his clothes, many believe that perhaps this guy was a time traveler. A time traveler skateboarder wanting to skate through different decades doesn't seem like such a far-fetched idea. On the other hand, this next time traveler's ideas might be a bit far-fetched. Like other time traveler videos that have been released, this one has also been met with speculation. This video made its rounds in 2018, but it could very well be tracked to earlier days. The unidentified time traveler managed to even show footage of his phone as he warned the world that artificial intelligence will take over the world. Granted, we're already in a place where AI is starting to replace more people than ever. China even recently came out with an AI news anchor that looks way too real. Okay, so maybe this guy's warning isn't too far off. As the wind blew in the video, the man warned the viewer that he hadn't got much time, indicating that someone may have been after him. The man apparently came from the year 2045, and he was one of the scientists that worked on the time machines that were released in 2028. Remember how our first time traveler also said that time travel would be available in 2028? Maybe there is something to this after all. In November 2018, a video posted by Apex TV got quite a bit of attention. They were sent the video by a security guard who worked for a warehouse in Pennsylvania. It's hard to tell exactly what is happening in the video, but you could see a man in a hoodie walking to an area that looked like the back part of the warehouse. He seemed to be looking for some sort of device, which he eventually found. Then you saw several flashes of light like he was taking a picture. This went on for a minute before the man disappeared completely. You actually see him disappear like an image on screen. Many believers think this was a real time traveler at work, while others think that this could be a case for teleportation. Either way, it's remarkable footage. With any footage this believable with time travel, there will be skeptics. Since Apex TV tends to post a lot of videos about time travelers, one could say this could be a hoax, since it's fitting within the channel's brand. Even if it is fake, it's some pretty cool video editing. If you're a big fan of time traveler videos, then you've probably seen the clip from Charlie Chaplin's 1928 movie, The Circus. You can see plain as day that there was a woman holding something to her ear that resembled a cell phone. Some people thought it was a hearing aid or some sort of handheld radio device. However, the latter didn't exist in 1928. Then a similar video popped up from 1938 with the same thing, a person talking on a phone. But the woman in the 1938 video could be identified and tracked down. Her name was Gertrude Jones. According to her, the segment that was being filmed was for wireless telephones. Now, cell phones didn't come into play until the 1980s. Wired telephones were still very much a thing well into the 90s. Some people might think it was a bad cover-up in order to conceal the fact that it was a time traveler caught on tape. Maybe the technology for a wireless phone was in the works and wasn't perfected until decades later. The world may never know the answer. If humans can time travel, who's to say that our furry friends can't time travel as well? In a random video found online, you can see two cars racing down the highway. It is likely that the video was being taken because it was illegal street racing and not something you could watch on TV. After the two cars passed the person filming, a random dog just appeared out of nowhere. You could say that it manifested like a ghost and then crossed the highway to safety. Was this a blip in the Matrix? Was this a ghost dog making his presence known? Time travel believers think that maybe this was the science being tested out on animals before humans were put through the test. If we were to assume that time travel is in the works, like the space program, they probably are testing it on animals to make sure it's safe enough for humans. Well, at least this pooch seemed to survive the testing phase. The movies are truly magical. You can travel to different parts of space and time from the comfort of your own home. In the movies, time travel is real. Stories like Back to the Future give us hope that time travel can be a thing, and we'll be driving DeLoreans to make it happen. Finally, you could say that a time traveler made it back to 1948 and shared their technology with the world. Then the world decided to integrate that technology into a movie. In John Wayne's 1948 movie Fort Apache, there's a scene where Henry Fonda has something in his left hand. Shirley Temple is also in the scene with him, and things proceed as normal as if there isn't an iPhone look-alike in Fonda's hand. Well, while hardcore time travel believers are so certain that this was a slip in the editing room and that this was proof of time travel, it is more likely that this was a notebook. Okay, so maybe we're debunking ourselves, but you'll be surprised over how much traction this video got for being proof of time travel. We suppose one could edit an iPhone into Fonda's hand these days, but this is authentic film footage. What do you think of these mysterious time travelers caught on tape? Do you think it's all a ruse or are they legit?
I don't know. Let's see, hold on. Let me answer this. Sorry guys, there's something weird going on with me right now, but if Don Bray said if time travel was real, our corrupt government would have avoided Trump's time in office preventing it. What if they did that on purpose? Right? Because now they have the whole country against Trump, and I don't know, maybe that's why. Hey, my buddy Tow Trucker just got a video up. Let's watch his video. Tow Trucker is he's a good patriot out of Georgia. So let's watch this.
Hey there, we're back. We're back on it again. We got a property here that's got a bunch of cars. Matter of fact, I'll give you a little glimpse of the paperwork right here. I think there's 4 in these 2 buildings right here where I'm at. This Taurus has got to go. That black Civic, they stickered the Benz. The white Malibu's got one on it. They removed a couple of cars out of here. But we're going to go ahead and load up this Taurus. This flat tire, I don't think it runs. But we're fixing to tow. This ain't exactly the nicest neighborhood in town. But it's not the worst either. But we'll go ahead and start off, get this thing rolling, man. Get some cars loaded.
No, he tows
Some 78 cars that were stickered. This Jeep right here has got a 2019 on it. I'm sure it's a 4x4. So I'll be back to get that one on my next run. But I know where there's a no tagger. It's got no tag on it. I do try to get the worst cars first. Ones without plates on them. Could be stolen or repoed or anything, any number of things could have happened, but I usually get the worst ones off these properties first. Yeah, if I can. Sometimes it don't work out like that, but because we got to hook what we got to hook. And when I'm backing in on this this no tagger here, we're gonna sign these out and roll. Peace. Hey, we're back on it again. We're fixing to go up there and get this Jeep. Got that white Jeep. It looks like the same kind of Jeep they got on Matt's Off-Road Recovery. I watched that channel. Anyway, we're gonna go back here and hook it. It's got a 2019 on it, so we're gonna have to get it. Well, you can pay it out if you want to pay it out. If it runs, does it run? What? Does it run?
Yeah, it runs.
You can pay it out, man.
Yeah, I know. I just want to know, you're going to tow it, right?
No, you can pay the drop fee, and it gives you time. You'll have a receipt to show the office.
Okay.
It's up to you. Okay, it's $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write it up. And I mean, I hadn't loaded it. It does run though, right?
Oh yeah.
If it runs, by law, if it runs, I'm obligated to give you the opportunity to pay it out by law.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity.
I'm struggling because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
I'll write your receipt.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he's gonna pay it out. Looks like.
He only has good videos where they try to tackle him.
So we pay like right now?
You can pay card, yeah. You just need to call this number right here. I'll get you to sign.
Okay.
Sign my copy. I'll give you a copy. Just sign anywhere right here is fine.
Man,
yeah.
I honestly thought I was gonna I was like.
Well, they hadn't. Listen, they hadn't been towing around here lately. They hadn't towed in a while. Then that's why they got to do it. They got 78 cars they sticker.
I saw it.
There's a bunch. There's a couple over here I gotta go get.
It's over 25 years old.
It's a nice little Jeep, man.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just get the most out of it.
Yeah.
But it's registered on my mom. You know, so I gotta like meet her at the thing.
Yeah.
And since it's a 25 years old,
there's no emissions. Hey, listen, you probably could do it for or go online and do it. I tried to do it online. Let's see, I really got a tag applied for it. Anyway, we're gonna sign out and get out of here. Roll out, man. That's what we do. Anyway. Hey, yeah, we're back at it. Rolling in over here. I gotta call this guy. I got one more car that he wants towed. I don't know which one it is. We try to find out. Hey, I got the burgundy van. The other white car, I don't see it. And no, it's gone. They moved the white car. Yeah, they moved it. Yeah, hey, I'm serious. I'm dead serious, man. I got the van with the sticker on it, flat tire, New York plate. It's gone. It's on the back of the truck, and there ain't nothing in that whole horseshoe right there. There's nothing over there. There ain't nothing else over there. I assure you, it's gone. But that's fine. It's just I'm just letting you know it's not. I don't see it. It's not here. It's a little Kia. Looks like a Kia. Yeah. Okay, I'll load it up. Yeah, I'll put it on the back. Let me see if it's all-wheel drive. If it's all-wheel, we'll have to come back.
Okay. Well, I'm about to do that right now. You feel what I'm saying? But why would she clear with me? Tell me it's cleared, and then she tell you to tow it.
She told me she never cleared. That was a year ago. It's been on the property for years, like I said.
No, this hasn't, no, sweetheart, this hasn't been on the property for a year. I just picked this up a couple of months ago. This has not been right here for a year.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you what she said.
Okay.
Every daddy got a constitution. She said everybody got to follow the rules.
I understand that. But what I'm saying to you is, when was the last time you spoke with her? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? You spoke with her today?
Today, I spoke with her yesterday. We come on every day.
Okay. Well, I'm about to move.
Anybody come up here and she said no, and I don't care if they come up here. If
doesn't have a tag, if it has a flat, if it has anything, tow it. Hey, this doesn't have it. You know what happened with my tag? Somebody damn stole it time I parked it. She was aware of that. But anyway, I'm about to move. I appreciate it, sir. Have a good one.
Got a bullet hole in the door.
Not a very good shot if you hit the door.
Nah. What's up, Mr. Ruby?
All right, all right.
I don't see any more bullet holes. Anyway, we're gonna roll to the next.
No, I just like to play this because this is like my buddy. I don't know why it keeps saying these super chats are coming through because that was the other night. I don't know what's going on with this tonight. Something weird's going on with everything tonight. Something burning in my house too. Well, I know what it is. Oh my gosh. No, but that's my friend Johnny. He donated 500 bucks. See? Johnny Tow Trucker. He's a cool dude. He's sending me patriotic videos from stuff going on in Georgia when all the Georgia election stuff was going off. He sometimes has like people shoot at him. He doesn't carry a gun. He carries a taser, which I've seen him pull out a couple times. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun. He actually will tow like Maseratis and
What would
shit
you do?
like that. I don't know why that stuff's popping up. I really don't. Hold on. Let me go back to it. Because he tows like Maserati, I mean not Maserati, like Ferraris and stuff all the time. Let me see. Like, he hasn't towed one in a while. Where are they? This is the reason why I watch him, because he tows the handicap parkers. That's how I met him. Dude, where's one of like the fancy cars that he's picked up? Sorry guys, I'm not feeling so hot right now, so... I think that plastic that's burning from the electrical is messing me up right now. Let me find, because he's always towing like freaking expensive Ferraris and stuff. No, I can't find him. Oh, wait, this might be one. Let me see. It's a Lambo. Anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, he, like, when people come up to him, they'll, like, rush up on him like they're gonna kill him and stuff, right? And he just calms them down, like Matt Rogers is right. He just talks them down, like, really bad. I don't know, like, this electrical plug underneath this is, like, crackling. And, like, now, like, right before the show started, and I've been smelling, like, burning plastic. So, and I don't want to unplug it, because I don't want to fuck up the stream. But maybe I should. But then I lose my speakers, and I lose my big TV. I'll do it afterwards. It's not my new loaning scooter. It better not be my new scooter. It better not be my new loaning. It better not be the new scooter they're loaning me. Sorry. Man. I don't know. Anyway, so what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Anything new? Let's look and see if we can find anything in Minnesota now. Maybe there's something in Minnesota we can watch. And then we got a little bit before my time is done. It's Friday night, right? Is it Friday night? I thought it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday night, right? You would think there'd be rioting somewhere. It's just a power plug. It's just that. I just gotta it's just You guys know what I mean. Those long things where you plug stuff up. It's fine. It's not crackling anymore. I think it's just making, I don't know. There's nothing on there. Let's see what Adam is doing over. Why are you calling me? Hello? You know you can talk to me on the chat right now, right? Alright, I will. No, I know. Alright, I will right now. Alright, thank you. Bye. Alright, apparent. Shit, what was that? Oh. Never mind. Apparently the boss is telling me I gotta shut the show down. I was gonna see what was on Freedom Flashpoint though. Alright, how about this? I'll do it with you guys on here and then I can plug it back in. Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me go. Just give me a second. Watch out, Jackie. Come on, move, Papas. Move, Panda. Everybody move. Everybody move. Move, move, move. Come on. Don't growl at me. Move. Everybody move. Come on, move, Panda. Jackie, move. Move. You know what, chick? You gotta remember, I'm the boss around here. Alright, give me a second. God darn it, now I dropped my water. Move, Jackie Blow. Move, Jackie. Ooh, yeah, that's it. I found the problem. Whoa. Found it. Where the heck am I? This is the problem. Oh, shit. You see it? I think I found the problem. That's been going on since before the show started. Alright, hold on. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it anymore then. I don't have a window in this room. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to get going because it's like late and I still need to catch up and I am really not feeling good. So, and I got to go feed Penelope. So, I will see you guys later on. So, sorry show's ending early tonight. But, I'll talk to y'all. Hold on, let me turn the freaking light on. Hey, my microphone's still on. Oh, that's right, it's plugged in the computer. There we go. Much better. Why does it look dark in here? Alright, so it was just it. I'm gonna go feed Penelope. Go watch like Freedom Flashpoint or go watch... Yeah. Because I'll be honest, I was texting drunk. I couldn't see for a while. Like, I was seeing stars flashing and stuff. And, like, that happens sometimes to me. So, but I thought it was just, like, me being tired and me being stressed out. So, alright. I'm going to go. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go feed Penelope so I can get some air. Yeah, you killed the show. I think it was a boring show tonight anyways. Because I was out of it. So... I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ugh. Got something in my mouth. Alright. Bye, everybody. Thank you for calling me, Brittany, and making me leave. Hope everybody has a good night. Sweet dreams. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk to you guys later. All right.